Welcome to the House of Representatives. Your safety is our top priority. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with our emergency exit plan. First, remember that illuminated exit signs will always show you the way. Please remain calm and follow these signs in an orderly manner. Now, for your specific location. If you are on the plenary floor, exits are at both ends, leading to the north and south wing lobbies. You may also use the main entrance glass doors, which open toward the flagpole area. If you are in the middle gallery, your primary exit is through the main entrance glass doors, located near the flagpole area. If you are in the second or third floor galleries, in addition to the main door on your level, emergency exits are located at the ends of the seat rows on both the east and west sides. All these exits will lead you to the main hallway stairways, going down to the main entrance and out to the flagpole area. A quick guide. If you are on the south side of the gallery, turn right as you go through the emergency exit. If you are on the north side, turn left. Both will lead you towards the main hallway stairways. If you are seated at the rostrum, your nearest exits are on the north and south sides, leading directly to the rear entrance lobby and out to the helipad area. Finally, if you are unable to leave the plenary hall, do not panic. Essential safety items, a hard hat, whistle, bottled water, and flashlight are readily available under your table for your immediate use. Thank you for your attention. Your safety is our shared responsibility.
Session is called to order. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem. Please remain standing for a minute of silent prayer. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to call the roll of members.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the Secretary General is directed to call the roll of members.
Roll call of members, honorable representatives. Abalos. Abante. Asidre. Acosta. Adyong. Advincula. Agaraw. Agyaw. Alano. Alba. Albano. Almario Chino Miguel. Almario Dennis. Almonte. Alvarez Jose. Alvarez Mercedes. Amante. Amatong. Ang. Angara. Angeles. Aquino. Aquino Magsaysay. Arbison Munir. Arbison Munir Jr. Arenas. Arrogancia. Asistio. Ataide. Aumentado. Ayon. Bagao. Balindong. Banyas Nograles. Bangkoro. Barba. Barbers. Baronda. Baskug. Bautista Claude. Bautista Johan Monich. Bautista Lim. Beltran. Benitez Alfredo. Benitez Javier Miguel. Bernos Ching. Bernos JB. Biron. Bocobo, Bolilia, Bondo, Briones, Bulos Begtang, Tagas, Calderon, Calixto, Hawagdan, Harry, Castro, Paiton, Celeste, Sendanya, Ceniza, Chan, Jan, Franz, Norbert, Joselito, Almario, Chan, Junard, Chua, Chua Tai, Chungalao, Ho, Ho Pilar, Jojuanco Jaime Eduardo Mark, Jojuanco Mark, Colliantes, Corvera, Cruz Agatha, Cruz Ricardo, Cruzado, Hua, Dagoo, Dalo, Deanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Lima, De Venecia, Defensor, De Gamo, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Di Macuja, Di Maguila, Di Maporo Imelda, Di Maporo City Amina, Diokno, Dionisio, Domingo, Dumogan, Duterte Harold James, Duterte Omar Vincent, Duterte Paulo, D. Faustino, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Elago, Emano, Enverga, Erice, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Jeffrey, Flores, Cortez, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galang, Galeos, Garbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Karen Hope, Garcia Maria Angela, Guardiola, Gerin, Gatchalian, Gato, Glepa, Go, Gomez, Gonzalez Alexandria, Gonzalez Eliza Micaela, Gonzalez Christopher Shi, Gonzalez Roy, Goriseta, Guico, Gintu, Julias, Gutierrez, Hernandez Charisse Ann, Hernandez Dennis, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Ramil, Hofer Hassim, Oribata, Ismula, Iway, Javier, Co Antonio, Co Elisa, Co Wilton, Kong Hoon, Po, Labad Labad, Lacson, Lagbas, Lagdameo Jose Manuel, Lagdameo Monique Yasmin Maria, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sunny, Lara, Lazatin, Ledesma, Legacion, Legarda, Legazpi, Leviste, Libanan, Lopez, Loria, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Makapagal Arroyo, Makasait, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangudadatu, Maniquis, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marquez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miraflores, Momo, Montes, Nava, Nazal, Nisay, Nolasco, Oamenal Henry, Oamenal Sancho Fernando, Oducado, Olivares, Ong Chuan, Ordanes, Oreta, Ortega, Uwano Dizon, Padiernos, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Perez, Pimentel, Plaza, Plato, Poe, Primicias Agabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rehencia, Remulia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Ridon, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Maximo, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sagarbaria, Sacalura, Salceda, Sally, Salvacion, Salvador, Salvame, San Fernando, Santos Maria Alana Samantha, Santos Mark Anthony, Shimura, Singson Rochelle, Son Mihan, Solon, Suwan, Swansing Della Vanessa, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Suntay, Talyado, Tan Amen, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Shai, Tan Watpo, Tariela, Teodoro, Tereng, Teves, Tiangco, Tieng, Tino, Tolentino, Tuan, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Ungab, Uy De Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Veloso, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villafuerte Vincenzo Renato Luigi, Villanueva, Villarica, Violago, Yamsuan, Yap Arthur, Yap Christopherson, Yap Eric, Yap John G. Snell, Yatko, Inares, Yu Jazel Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim, Yulo, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri, Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 232 members responded to the call.
With 232 members responding to the call, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to proceed with the reference of business and request that the Secretary General be directed to read the titles of bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The Secretary General is directed to read the titles of the bills and resolution on first reading, as well as communication and committee reports for referral to the appropriate committees.
Reference of business. Bills on first reading. House Bill 7650, creating an extension office of the Maritime Industry Authority in Dapa, Surigao del Norte, by Representative Matugas.
To the Committee on Transportation.
House Bill 7651, granting one OSKI FM radio broadcasting OPC a franchise in the Philippines, by Representative Tariela.
To the Committee on Legislative Franchises.
House Bill 7652, amending Section 76 of the DILG Act of 1990 by clarifying the definition of heirs for purposes of death and disability benefits, by Representative Baronda.
The Committee on Public Order and Safety.
House Bill 7653, strengthening the mandate of the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos by authorizing the establishment, collection, management, and distribution of zakat funds and instituting a system for their administration, by Representative Alano.
To the Committee on Muslim Affairs.
House Bill 7654, converting Minganilla, Cebu into a component city to be known as the City of Minganilla, by Representative Gullias.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 7655, to protect Filipinos from the harmful effects of trans fatty acids, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 7656, establishing the Rental Housing Subsidy Program, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Housing and Urban Development.
House Bill 7657, strengthening local sports programs to develop young athletes, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Bill 7658, institutionalizing an installment payment scheme on basic utility bills during calamities, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Disaster Resilience.
House Bill 7659, providing for direct financial assistance to backyard livestock raisers affected by major animal disease epidemic or transboundary animal diseases, by Representative De Los Santos.
To the Committee on Agriculture and Food.
House Bill 7660, reinstating the take-all mode for retiring government employees by Representative Tino Elago and Co.
To the Committee on Government Enterprises and Privatization.
House Bill 7661, increasing the ceiling for the total exclusion from gross income of 13th month pay and other benefits to 150,000 pesos by Representatives Tino Elago and Co.
To the Committee on Ways and Means.
House Bill 7662, providing for comprehensive counseling, rehabilitation, work reintegration, and family support services for cancer survivors and their families, strengthening the national mechanisms for cancer survivorship care and support. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 7663, providing a monthly pension and social protection program for elderly, disabled, and indigent farmers who are not covered by existing retirement systems. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Agriculture and Food and the Committee on Social Services.
House Bill 7664, adopting a consent-based definition of rape. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Revision of Laws.
House Bill 7665, expanding the prohibited acts of discrimination against women on account of sex. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Labor and Employment.
House Bill 7666, strengthening public health through the mandatory reformulation of high-sodium repackaged food products to reduce sodium consumption and prevent non-communicable diseases. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 7667, granting a maternity benefit to women workers in the informal economy. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Labor and Employment.
House Bill 7668, recognizing all forms of violence as grounds for legal separation. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Revision of Laws.
House Bill 7669, removing gender-biased distinction on the forms of marital infidelity under the revised penal code. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Revision of Laws.
House Bill 7670, repealing Article 266-C of the revised penal code. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Revision of Laws.
House Bill 7671, to recognize and protect the rights of nature in the Philippines. By Representatives Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdez Andrew Julian, and Asidre.
To the Committee on Ecology.
House Bill 7672, adopting and regulating the use of digital payment systems for government financial transactions and all merchants. By Representatives Tieng, Abante, Chua, Junicio, Maceda, and Valeriano.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
House Bill 7673, establishing halfway houses for indigent patients requiring long-term medical care in major cities. By Representative Bautista Lim.
To the Committee on Health.
House Bill 7674, strengthening the mental health services of state universities and colleges. By Representative Bautista Lim.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 7675, institutionalizing the Passport on Wheels program of the DFA. By Representative Bautista Lim.
To the Committee on Foreign Affairs.
House Bill 7676, establishing the Philippine Transportation Safety Board. By Representative Bautista Lim.
To the Committee on Transportation.
House Bill 7677, establishing the Cooperative Startup and Youth Leadership Development Program. By Representative Emano.
To the Committee on Cooperative Development.
House Bill 7678, establishing a Mindanao Halal Industry Development and Export Promotion Program. By Representative Emano.
To the Committee on Trade and Industry.
House Bill 7679, providing a targeted and complementary educational assistance program for the children and dependents of farmers and fisherfolk, establishing the Farmers and Fisherfolk Educational Assistance Program. By Representative Emano.
The Committee on Basic Education and Culture and the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 7680, allowing the digital presentation of the Office for Senior Citizen Affairs identification card when the physical ID is forgotten. By Representative Emano.
to the Committee on Senior Citizens,
House Bill 7681, establishing the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines Science and Technology Parks Development Fund by Representative Emano.
to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education,
House Bill 7682, reclassifying agricultural land, a parcel of land of the public domain situated in Lourdes, Alubijid, Misamis Oriental, to be utilized as the site of the Science and Technology Park of the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines by Representative Emano.
to the Committee on Natural Resources,
House Bill 7683, appropriating 1 billion pesos for the infrastructure development of the Alubijid campus of the University of Science and Technology of Southern Philippines by Representative Emano.
to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education,
House Bill 7684, reducing wastage by donating excess edible food by Representative Hernandez Dennis.
to the Special Committee on Food Security,
House Bill 7685, preserving the indigenous games and sports of the Philippines, mandating their inclusion in the national curriculum and sports events by Representative Plato.
to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development,
House Bill 7686, mandating the adoption of climate-appropriate, comfortable, and safe uniforms for security guards and other private security personnel by Representative Colliantes.
to the Committee on Labor and Employment,
House Bill 7687, to create a healthy food environment by requiring front-of-package warning labels for food high in fat, sodium, or sugar, and regulating the marketing of such food to children by Representative Colliantes.
to the Committee on Health and the Committee on Welfare of Children,
House Bill 7688, strengthening the protection, sustainable management, and development of the Taal Volcano Protected Landscape, rationalizing its Protected Area Management Office by Representatives Colliantes, Olivares, and Lagon Sani.
to the Committee on Natural Resources,
House Bill 7689, converting the existing MCTC of Nabua Bato into a municipal trial court with seat at Nabua and creating a separate MTC for Bato, all situated in the province of Camarines Sur in the 5th Judicial Region by Representative Villafuerte Miguel Luis.
to the Committee on Justice,
House Bill 7690, providing for the free annual medical checkup for Filipinos by Representative Legaspi.
to the Committee on Health,
House Bill 7691, to regulate the practice of psychology, creating Professional Regulatory Board of Psychology by Representatives Rodriguez Rufus and Rodriguez Maximo.
to the Committee on Civil Service and Professional Regulation, and the Committee on Health,
House Bill 7692, declaring Maharlika Falls in San Rafael Taft, Eastern Samar, a tourist destination by Representatives Libanan and Gonzales Christopher Sheen.
to the Committee on Tourism,
House Bill 7693, establishing a College of Maritime Studies at the Eastern Samar State University, Guian Campus in Guian, Eastern Samar, by Representatives Libanan and Gonzales Christopher Sheen.
to the Committee on Higher and Technical Education,
House Bill 7694, mandating the establishment of a rehabilitation center for illegal drug users in Tanawan City, Batangas, by Representative Colliantes.
to the Committee on Dangerous Drugs,
Resolutions. House Resolution 743, directing the appropriate committee of the House to conduct an inquiry into reports of the alleged misuse, abuse, and weaponization of letters of authority and mission orders by officials and personnel of the BIR by Representative Kong Hoon.
to the Committee on Rules,
House Resolution 744, congratulating and commending the Bicol Regional Science High School for being hailed as the top one most outstanding school in the Hong Kong International Science Olympiad, heat around 2025, and for earning the Outstanding School Award in both the Thailand International Mathematical Olympiad and the Big Bay BEI competitions by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
House Resolution 745, congratulating and commending Marco Antonio D. Abarquez and Georgian C. Sambitan for winning merit awards in the World International Mathematical Olympiad Final 2025 and recognizing their coach, school head, education program supervisor, and schools division superintendent for their invaluable support by Representative Salceda.
to the Committee on Basic Education and Culture,
House Resolution 747, recognizing the significance of the 2026 National Arts Month and expressing the commitment of the House to protect, promote, and develop Philippine arts, culture, and creative industries by Representative Benitez Miguel Javier.
to the Special Committee on Creative Industries,
House Resolution 748, directing the Committee on Natural Resources to conduct an inquiry on the country's existing environmental challenges and issues and recommend policies to prevent negative ecological impacts by Representative De Lima.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 749, urging the DSUD and other key shelter agencies to conduct a comprehensive inventory of the housing status of all employees and to develop and implement a priority housing program for employees of key shelter agencies by Representative Dagook and De Jesus.
To the Committee on Housing and Urban Development.
House Resolution 750, directing the Committees on Health and Good Government and Public Accountability to conduct an investigation into the COA findings on the expired and near expiry medicines and medical supplies under the DOH by Representative Nazal.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 751, directing the Committee on Agriculture and Food and other appropriate committees of the House to conduct a review into the implementation, utilization, and management of the Coconut Levy funds under the Coconut Farmers and Industry Trust Fund Act to ensure transparency, accountability, sustainable development of the coconut industry, and empowerment of coconut farmers by Representative San Fernando.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 752, directing the Committee on Natural Resources and other appropriate committees of the House to conduct an investigation into the ongoing construction of the Talim Wind Power Project in Talim Island, Binangonan, and Cardona, Rizal, with the end in view of ensuring compliance with environmental laws protecting local communities by Representative San Fernando.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 753, directing the House Committee on Labor and Employment and other appropriate committees to conduct an investigation into the persistent gaps, implementation issues, and capacity constraints in the DOLE labor inspection system in order to strengthen enforcement of labor standards, occupational safety and health, and workers' right to decent work by Representative San Fernando.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 754, congratulating and commending Jezebel Tordesillas Suarez of Angdangan, Quezon for her outstanding performance in the 13th ASEAN Para Games 2026 held in Thailand by Representative Arrogancia.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 755, calling for an inquiry on the implementation of hospital bed capacity increases as mandated by various Republic Acts by Representatives Macapagal Arroyo and Vergara.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 756, expressing the deepest sympathy and condolences of the House on the passing of the Honorable Jose de Venecia Jr., former House Speaker, a distinguished statesman, and a champion of global peace and democracy, by Representative Plato.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 757, expressing the profound condolences and deepest sympathy of the House on the passing of former Speaker Jose C. de Venecia Jr. and honoring his exemplary and distinguished service to the nation, by Representative Del Mar.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 758, resolution expressing the profound condolences of the House of Representatives to the family of the Honorable Jose C. de Venecia Jr., former Speaker of the House of Representatives during the 9th, 10th, 12th, 13th, and 14th Congresses, and spouse of the Honorable Maria Georgina P. de Venecia, representative of the 4th Legislative District of Pangasinan, by Representatives D. Faustino, Marcos, and Libanan.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message from the Senate. Message dated February 9, 2026, informing the House that on February 2, 2026, the Senate adopted Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 8, adopting the National Education and Workforce Development Plan 2026 to 2035, and the recommendations of the Second Congressional Commission on Education as the 10-year policy framework of the national government, in which it requests the concurrence of the House of Representatives.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture and the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
Committee reports. Committee report numbers 112 and 113, submitted by the Committee on Labor and Employment on House Bill numbers 7704 and 7719 respectively. Committee report number 114 and 115, submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill numbers 2813 and 7732 respectively.
The aforementioned committee reports are all referred to the Committee on Rules.
Additional reference of business resolutions. House Resolution 759, urging the COMELEC to update and cleanse the certified list of voters in the province of Maguindanao del Sur in preparation for both the 2026 Barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan and first BARM regional parliament elections in order to be more assured of having clean, honest, and credible elections in the said province. By Representative Manguda Datu.
To the Committee on Suffrage and Electoral Reforms.
House Resolution 760 expressing the profound sympathy and sincere condolences of the House on the demise of Honorable Jose C. De Venecia Jr., former Speaker of the House, and commending his exemplary service to the Filipino people. By Representative Olivares.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 761 congratulating and commending Aurora Gaming PH for winning the Mobile Legends Bang Bang M7 World Championship held in Jakarta, Indonesia. By Representative Galang.
The Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 762 directing the Committee on Public Information and the Committee on Women and Gender Equality to conduct an investigation into the alleged Philippine-based operations and connections of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. By Representatives Elago, Co, and Quino.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 763 commemorating the life, service, and legacy of former Speaker of the House, Jose De Venecia Jr., and expressing the profound sympathy and sincere condolences of the House on his passing. By Representative Villanueva.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 764 expressing the profound condolences of the House to the family of former Speaker of the House and distinguished statesman Jose De Venecia Jr. and honoring his exemplary life of public service and contributions to the Philippine legislature and the nation. By Representative Cruz Agatha.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 765 expressing the profound condolences of the House to the family of Honorable Simeon Lucero Quintanar, former representative of the 2nd Legislative District of the Province of Cebu during the 11th, 12th, and 13th Congresses. By Representatives D. Faustino, Marcos, and Libanan.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 766 expressing the profound condolences of the House to the family of the Honorable David Abadiano Ponce de Leon, former representative of the 1st Legislative District of Palawan during the 8th and 9th Congresses. By Representatives D. Faustino, Marcos, and Libanan.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 767 expressing the profound condolences of the House to the family of the late Honorable Emilio Miling de la Rosa Espinosa Jr., former representative of the Lone Legislative District of the Province of Masbate during the 4th, 5th, and 7th Congresses, and of the 2nd Legislative District of the Province of Masbate during the 11th, 12th, and 13th Congresses. By Representatives D. Faustino, Marcos, and Libanan.
The Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to recognize the guest of the Honorable Amado Carlos Bolilla IV from the 4th District of Batangas. They are the members of Soroptimis International Manila Diamond, namely Christina Frey, Jonalyn Ang, Adelaida Acosta, Renel Alessandro Esperanza.
To the guest, Honorable Amado Carlos Bolilla IV from the 4th District of Batangas. They are the members of the Soroptimis International Manila Diamond. Welcome to the House of Representatives.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to recognize the guest of the Honorable Antonino V. Roman from the 1st District of Bataan. They are the brother of Honorable Antonino Roman, the 3rd, Dr. Mark Roman, and his wife, Miss Jean Roman.
To the guest, Honorable Antonino Roman III. Welcome to the House of Representatives.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to recognize the guest of the Honorable Dada Hiram Ismula, Honorable Chel Diokno, Honorable Percival Sedania from Akbayan Party List, and the Honorable Kaka Bagao from Dinagat Nasir Ismula. They are the father and auntie and uncle of Representative Dada Hiram Ismula from Zamboanga City.
To the guest of Honorable Dada Hiram Ismola and the Akbayan Party List and Representative Bagao, welcome to the House of Representatives.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to recognize the guest of Honorable Brian Poe from FPJ Panday Banenihan Party List. They are the officers and members from Transportation Group in the Philippines. From the section from United National Public Transport of the Philippines, Cherigal Maglasang. From the National Federation of UB Express Inc., Alpha Martinez Perlito Gonzalez. From the Federation of Jeepney Operators and Drivers Association of the Philippines, Deo Soto and Ramon Marcelo. From the Alliance of Concerned Transport Operators, Liberty de Luna, Emmanuel de Luna, Helen Alcantara. From the Liga ng Transportasyon at Operators sa Pilipinas, Rene del Rosario, Orlando Martinez, Helen Repornia, Leonard Bautista, and from the Stop and Go Coalition, Teddy Natividad and Saldi Pingay. From the Lagunova Region 3 Federation, Cesario Raz. From the Confederation of Filipino Workers, the chairman, Gabriel Aranzamanes. National Vice President, Manny Quizon. National Vice President, Henry Quintos, and Julius Dalumpines. Officers of the Philippine Association of Self-Employed Drivers, Robert Garcia, Anthony Palmaño, Anaglor Conde, Tito Alvarez, and Randy Conde.
To the guest of Honorable Brian Poe of the FPG Panday Bayanihan Party List, welcome to the House of Representatives.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I would like to recognize the guest of Representative Jose Manuel Tadeo Chel Jokno of Akbayan Party List. They are the following guests: Tandy Rosa, Tem Michael Mark, Tuniska Anita, Tung Nancy, Paskugin Azor, Oka Elena, Tan Julianne, Cabigas Joselito, C. Gina, Texon Rebecca, Falsis Catherine, Falsis Johnny, Gan Irene, Chua Mia, Juan Pasensia, Juan Cordelis, Wong Rosemary, Ngo Melissa, Chua Rosalind.
The guests of the Honorable Shell Jokno, welcome to the House of the People. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to consider the bills under the calendar of business for Thursday and Friday.
Any objection? Hearing none, we proceed with the consideration of the items for consideration on second reading.
Madam Speaker,
Majority Leader.
I move for the consideration of House Bill number 7639 under Committee Report number 107. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to the title of the said measure.
Any objection? Hearing none, the Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 7639 as contained in Committee Report number 107.
House Bill number 7639, an act renewing for 25 years the franchise granted to Visayan Electric Company under the Republic Act number 9339 for the conveyance of electric power to the end users in the cities of Cebu, Mandaue, Talisay, and Naga in the municipalities of Minglanilla, San Fernando, Consolacion, and Liloan, Province of Cebu.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to open the period of sponsorship and debate and that the chairperson on the Committee of Legislative Franchises, the Honorable Representative Jeffrey P. Ferrer, be recognized to begin the sponsorship of the measure.
The Honorable Jeff Ferrer, Chairperson of the Committee on Legislative Franchises, is hereby recognized to sponsor said measure.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Your Honor, distinguished colleagues, good afternoon, ngayong hapon. House Bill number 7639, which consolidated and substituted as follows. House Bill number 4705, authored by the Congressman Rama. House Bill number 4743, authored by Congressman Rufus Rodriguez and Maximo Rodriguez. House Bill number 4802, authored by Congressman Sani Lagun and Congresswoman Lagun. House Bill number 4891, authored by Congresswoman Del Mar, and House Bill number 4915 by Congresswoman Dizon, Julias, and Galeos. As contained in Committee Report number 107, seeks to renew the franchise granted as Visayan Electric Company, Inc., VECO, to construct, operate, and maintain in the public's interest and commercial purposes to distribution system for conveyance of electric power to the end users in the cities of Cebu, Mandawi, Talisay, Naga, and municipalities of Minglanilla, San Fernando, Consolacion, and Liloan, province of Cebu, for another 25 years. The Committee on Legislative Franchises conducted thorough deliberation on the proposed renewal of VECO's franchise on October 13, 2025, December 3, 2025, and January 26, 2026. During this hearing, VECO fully complied with all documentary requirements on the committee. VECO duly submitted the Certificate of Good Standing from the Securities and Exchange Commission, a Certificate of Compliance from the Energy Regulatory Commission, and tax clearance from the Bureau of Internal Revenue. This measure was approved on January 26, 2026. All members present during the committee meeting expressed their full support for the approval of the measures and manifested their intention to be made co-authors thereof. In view of the foregoing, I respectfully and earnestly seek the approval of this measure. Maraming salamat. Yung hapon, madamo gid na salamat.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to open the period of amendments and approve the committee amendments, if any, as contained in the respective committee reports of the
Prior
aforementioned.
to acting on the motion, do we hear a motion to terminate the period of sponsorship, debate, and interpellation?
Madam Speaker, I move to terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Any objection? Hearing none, the period of sponsorship, debate, and interpellation is hereby terminated. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, I move to open. Madam Speaker, I move to withdraw the closing of the period of interpellation.
Any objection? Hearing none, so the motion is approved.
I move to recognize the Representative Pino to interpellate.
Thank you.
There's a motion to open the period of interpellation, and the Honorable Tino is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Thank you to the Majority Floor Leader for reopening the period of interpellation debate. Just a few clarificatory questions to the sponsor, Madam Chair.
Yes,
So
I'm very
we are
much,
talking about the renewal of franchise of VECO. Tama po ba, VECO?
Yes.
So
Yes, Your
it
Honor.
is for Cebu as well as other major areas in the Visayas.
As
Am I correct?
I mentioned,
Yes, okay. And VECO is with the, am I correct? It's with the Aboitiz Group. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now this is in the news just the other day. It was reported that the Aboitiz Group completed a successful bid of over 36.27 billion and to take control of the Caliraya, Botocan, Kalayaan, CBK,
Yes.
hydroelectric power plants.
When in fact I read also in the news, but this one is different. They are already existing and operate in Cebu province.
Yes, okay. So ito po, well, this is in Caliraya, Botocan, Kalayaan. No? This is actually, the other day, another bill was being deliberated upon and passed pertaining to energy storage systems. And one of the major energy storage systems would be this Caliraya, Botocan, Kalayaan hydroelectric power plants. No? Kasi ang silbi po niyan is these plants take in energy from different sources, from your traditional fossil fuel-based plants or from renewables, and then they use that energy to essentially carry water up to the reservoir in the Sierra Madre, dun sa bandang Caliraya, yung Lake Caliraya, and when power is needed to stabilize the grid, this Caliraya CBK complex comes online. Diba? Ganun po yun. Okay. So, this is now also under the control of Aboitiz. Well, it's actually the Thunder Consortium composed of Aboitiz Renewables, Japan's Sumitomo Corporation, and J-Power. No? The CBK hydroelectric power plants, we're talking about 797 megawatts of capacity. Their bid price was 36.27 billion. And this is one of the largest hydropower facilities in Luzon. Okay. Of course, there are issues there with regard to privatization. Kami po, matagal ng posisyon natin. This is a valuable state asset and profitable para sa gobyerno, ngunit binigay sa private sector, in this case, Aboitiz. Now, the main concern here is that Aboitiz Power already controls nearly 25% of the country's installed generating capacity. So meron ng malaking concentration ng power generation into this player, Aboitiz. And with the acquisition of CBK, hindi lang siya for power generation, but also in this new arena or area of energy storage system, which will become especially valuable as the country promotes and encourages renewable energy. No? Isa pong problema sa renewables or concern is energy storage. No? Kapag walang araw, ay paano ang solar? Pagka walang hangin, paano ang wind? So energy storage is one of the solutions. Okay, so power generation and then stabilization of the grid. Okay, so ang kadil dito ay Transco, among others. And now we have at the local level yung distribution. No? So Aboitiz as a player a major player in the Visayas, in particular in power distribution with the renewal of this franchise. So, gaano kalaking para lang po ma-realize ng publiko, gaano karaming consumers po ang masiservisyohan ng franchise areas under consideration ngayon for approval. Ilang consumers po ang pinag-uusapan natin?
Well, when in fact, sandali kung if you allow me to ask, kasi nakalimutan ko rin, that is a good question din. Pero kung pwede lang, sandali I can answer you back because 500,000 yung service ngayon. Because nandito yung area na they are operating cities of Cebu, Mandaue, Talisay, Naga, and municipalities of Mindanilla, San Fernando, Consolacion, and Diluan, province of Cebu. 500,000.
500,000 only? Are we talking about households or a household? Okay.
Yes, Pauline.
Sige po. Okay. So we're talking about 500,000 households.
And about that hydropower, I already,
Yes.
yung katanungan mo kanina, nabasa ko rin yon sa news. That is 700, tuti na lang, na screenshot ko, and 787 megawatt yung sa kaibigan. But yung Committee on Franchises, open naman in case there are any question for that. We can separate hearing.
Yes.
If my good friend can propose a resolution
Okay.
to be referred in our committee.
Okay. I understand po na ibang hiwalay na issue naman po yung privatization and acquisition ng consortium led by the Aboitiz Group doon sa CBK facility, hydropower facility. Ang gusto ko lang po i-raise dito ay yung tuloy-tuloy na konsentrasyon po ng buong energy sector sa ilang mga private players, no? So power generation, as I mentioned earlier, this is a major increase in the hydro portfolio of a single entity, itong Aboitiz Renewables. Okay, and then aside from power generation, may strategic value po itong CBK facility as an energy storage system. Okay? Ibang negosyo pa po 'yan, no? At ngayon pinag-uusapan naman natin again the Aboitiz Group, Congress will be giving a renewal of franchise in the Visayas. Siguro, would it be fair to say ito yung pinakamalaki pong power distribution franchise sa Cebu?
Yes, because
sa Cebu, sa Visayas.
katulad nito, when in fact, kung ma-realize yan at ma-distribute sila under renewable energy, like for example, solar, wind, and this one hydro. Kung sa solar, kung hindi maganda yung araw, hindi tayo makakuha ng peak diyan sa solar. Yung wind naman, kung hindi ganun kalakas yung hangin, it cannot distribute purely about kung gaano yung output ng windmill. Now this one, sa totoo lang, kung this one, kung let's say kung El Nino, at saka hindi masyadong malakas yung dalos ng source of water, but when in fact this administration is also one of the priorities yung renewable energy. At least makatulong sa atin kung short yung ibang area for that. But anyway, hindi pa natin na-touch ito sa committee. The only thing that we're touching is about the renewal of the franchise. These areas na nag-exist na yung BECO as operation nila sa province of Cebu.
Okay. Well, thank you, Madam Speaker. Actually, yan lang po ang purpose ng pagtatanong natin dito is to put on the record our concern regarding the overall power policy of government in the energy sector mula nung IPIRA hanggang ngayon na essentially privatization. No? So, power generation has been privatized and is now concentrated in the hands of fewer and fewer big players. Tapos ngayon, even other strategic assets belonging to the state, including the energy storage system that we're talking about, yung CBK complex sa Laguna, ay nasa Aboitiz na rin. Tapos ngayon, bibigyan ng ilang taong prangkisa nga po ulito. Ginoong sponsor, Madam Speaker. How many years is the franchise?
That's 25 years.
Then another 25-year franchise. So I am just raising this concern. And ultimately, nire-raise po natin dahil noon po ang pangako ng IPIRA, i-privatize natin ang energy sector, bababa ang presyo ng kuryente para sa consumer. Pero alam naman po ng lahat, hindi bumaba. Tumaas at nananatiling pinakamataas sa Southeast Asia. Halos nakikipagsabayan tayo sa power race ng Singapore. No? Hindi bumaba, tumaas ang burden sa consumers. Ang tumaas ay ang profit, ang kita, ang tubo ng mga big private players like the Aboitiz Group. No, so yun lang po ang gusto nating irehistro. Maraming salamat po sa sagot sa mga tanong sa sponsor. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and my colleague, my good friend. Anyway, I am open for your any suggestion in the future. So, yun naman natin yung ginagawa natin. And well, anyway, what is good for the consumers in time. Thank you very much, my colleague.
Mayad hapon, Mr. Sponsor. And namugid salamat.
Maraming salamat.
Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other member who wishes to interpolate, I move to close the period of sponsorship and debate.
There's a motion to move to close the period of, as already stated. Is there an objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Our colleagues, good afternoon. May God bless us all.
Thank you, Mr. Sponsor. God bless. Majority Leader again, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Period of amendments is open.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee or individual amendments, I move to close the period of amendments.
Is there an objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to vote on second reading, House Bill number 7639, under Committee Report 107.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There is a motion to approve on second reading House Bill 7639. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill number 7639, and as amended, is hereby. House Bill, again, House Bill 7639, as stated, no amendment. Hereby approved. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we request to acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Raymond Democrito Mendoza. They are the members of Industrial Global Union Delegation, and they are the following: Mr. Atle Oy, General Secretary; Mr. Kamal Ozkan, the Assistant General Secretary; Mr. Ramon Certeza, Regional Secretary for Southeast Asia; Ms. Lorna Ferrer, the Regional Program Officer of Southeast Asia; Education Director, Ms. Laya B. Ferrer; our Education Officer, Ms. Rose Manyalak; Education Officer, Mr. David Matthew Gopelan; Ms. Laudisha Casana of Task Force 2, Ms. Jean Faye Daguman, and Ms. Geraldine Espinosa.
Thank you, Majority Leader. On behalf of the House, most especially to the Speaker, Wad GD, to the members of Industry All, my fellow brothers in the labor movement, welcome to the House of Representatives. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Kemal Oskan. Thank you, sir. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move to consider House Bill number 7565 as contained in Committee Report number 98, submitted by the Committee on Energy and the Committee on Information and Communication Technology. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill.
Secretary General, please proceed. Thank you. Thank you, Majority Leader.
House Bill 7565, an act mandating the proper installation and maintenance of overhead electric distribution, communication lines, and structures by all electric distribution, cable, and telecommunications companies for purposes of public safety and good housekeeping.
Thank you, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to open the period of sponsorship and debate, and that the Representative Tony Roman of the 1st District of Bataan be recognized to begin his sponsorship of the measure.
The gentleman from the 1st District of Bataan and the author, Representative Antonio B. Roman III, you're recognized, sir. Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen of this august chamber, good afternoon. I rise today not only as a representative of the 1st District of Bataan, but as a citizen who, like many Filipinos, has walked through our streets, passed under our electric posts, and looked up with both concern and quiet resignation at the tangled web of wires hanging above our communities. For many years, we have called them spaghetti wires. Some even call them octopus wires, stretching, twisting, and multiplying across our skylines. The names may sound humorous, even casual, but there is nothing amusing about what they represent. They are a daily reminder of neglect. They are a visible symbol of risk. And most disturbingly, they are a hazard that we have learned to live with. Mr. Speaker, allow me to begin with a simple scene. Imagine a child walking home from school along a busy street in Orani, Hermosa, or any town across our country. Above that child hangs a cluster of cables, some loose, some frayed, some abandoned but never removed. The child doesn't know which lines carry electricity, which carries telecommunications signal, and which is already dead but still dangling like a silent threat. The child only knows that these wires have always been there. But familiarity does not equal safety. This is a problem that Committee Report 98 and House Bill 7565, the Safe Overhead Electric Distribution, Cable, and Communications Lines Act, seek to address. Mr. Speaker, the problem before us is not new. In fact, it has been with us for decades. Over time, our demand for electricity, connectivity, and communication has grown. Our cities have expanded, our towns have developed, new service providers entered the market, infrastructure multiplied. Yet what should have been organized growth became cluttered expansion. What should have been engineered systems became tangled improvisation. Overhead electric distribution lines, communication cables, and utility poles have been installed, reinstalled, and abandoned, or left unmaintained. Lines that should have been removed remain hanging. Poles that should have been replaced continue to stand despite structural decay. Clearances required under our engineering and safety standards are often ignored. Mr. Speaker, the committee report clearly establishes the policy that the state must ensure the safety and protection of life and property, uphold the general welfare, and promote sound maintenance of utility infrastructure. But today, the reality on the ground tells a different story. The consequences of this problem are severe and deeply personal to many of our constituents. First, it undermines public safety. Dangling and poorly maintained wires increase the risk of electrocution, especially during typhoons, floods, and strong winds. We live in a disaster-prone country. Every storm becomes more dangerous when unstable wires are left unexposed. Second, it contributes to fire incidents. Faulty connections, overloaded lines, and unregulated installations create ignition points that can destroy homes and livelihoods within minutes. Many communities, particularly in densely populated urban and semi-urban areas, have suffered devastating fires linked to electrical hazards. Third, it encourages illegal connections or electric jumpers. The chaotic configuration of cables make enforcement difficult and emboldens unauthorized tapping of lines. This not only results in power losses, but places entire communities at risk of electrical surges, outages, and accidents. And let us not ignore a concern that speaks to national dignity and pride. These wires are visually unappealing. They distort our skylines, they diminish the beauty of our cities and towns, they project an image of disorder and neglect. As a country that seeks investment, tourism, and modern urban development, the sight of tangled wires sends the wrong message about our standards of governance and infrastructure. What is perhaps most disconcerting, Mr. Speaker, is that we are only addressing this issue now. For too long, safety has been treated as an afterthought. For too long, maintenance has been reactive rather than preventive. For too long, accountability has been fragmented among agencies, utilities, and local governments. Committee Report 98 and House Bill 7565 provide a comprehensive and coordinated response for this long-standing problem. First, it mandates electric distribution, cable, and telecommunications companies to conduct periodic inspections of overhead lines in compliance with the Philippine Electrical Code. Second, it requires the proper bundling of dangling wires, the removal of unused lines, and the replacement of damaged poles, and strict adherence to national safety and engineering standards. Third, it empowers local government units to enforce compliance, including the authority to withhold business permits and file complaints against erring companies. Fourth, it establishes monitoring and service teams to conduct regular inspections, coordinate cleanup operations, and ensure sustained maintenance of overhead infrastructure. Fifth, it creates an interagency committee chaired by the Energy Regulatory Commission to set uniform national standards and oversee implementation across sectors and jurisdictions. These mechanisms transform our approach from fragmented enforcement into coordinated governance. They align national agencies, local governments, utilities, and regulatory bodies toward a single objective: public safety and infrastructure discipline. Mr. Speaker, the 20th Congress stands at a defining moment. We have the opportunity to correct decades of oversight. We have the responsibility to protect our people, not only from visible dangers, but from risks that hang silently above them every day. Passing this legislation is not merely regulatory reform. It is a declaration that safety is not optional. It is not negotiable. It is fundamental. It is also a message that infrastructure development must be accompanied by infrastructure discipline. Progress must be orderly. Growth must be safe. Modernization must be responsible. Mr. Speaker, imagine a Philippines where our streets are free from tangled wires. Imagine communities where children walk home without unseen electrical threats overhead. Imagine urban skylines that reflect order, efficiency, and pride. Imagine disaster response that is faster because infrastructure is properly maintained. Imagine power distribution systems that are safer, more reliable, and more resilient. That is the future this measure seeks to build. The time to pass this legislation is now, not after another fire, not after another accident, not after another typhoon exposes the same vulnerabilities we have ignored for years. Now, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I respectfully urge this chamber to support the approval of the Safe Overhead Electric Distribution, Cable, and Communications Lines Act. Let us demonstrate that this Congress does not wait for tragedy before acting. Let us prove that we value the safety, dignity, and welfare of the Filipino people. Together, let us remove the wires of neglect and replace them with lines of responsibility, accountability, and progress. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, esteemed colleagues. Mabuhay ang sambayanang Pilipino.
Mabuhay. Thank you, Mr. Sponsor. Majority Leader, please. Majority Leader. Yes, sir. Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Representative Lawrence Defensor of the 3rd District of Iloilo for his interpellation.
The gentleman from the 3rd District of Iloilo, Senior Majority Leader Lawrence Defensor is recognized, sir. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Will the sponsor yield with several questions?
Willingly, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, overhead electric distribution, communication lines, and structures have caused immeasurable damage, inconvenience, and many times death, not only in my district, but also in other jurisdictions as well. I'm very happy with the noble intent of this bill, and reading from the title, an act mandating the proper installation and maintenance of overhead electric distribution, communication lines, and structures. May I ask from the sponsor, is it the intent of this bill to have a prospective effect on still uninstalled electric and distribution lines?
The intent is definitely forward-looking. However, for existing lines that are tangled or otherwise known as spaghetti wires, it imposes the burden on the utility companies to actually comply with this law, and also empowers the local government to enforce the standards under law.
I'm glad to hear that, because under Section 3 of the bill, responsibility of electric distribution, cable, and telecommunications companies, the following are, among others, included as their responsibility: fix and bundle up dangling overhead secondary and communication lines, remove unused overhead electric distribution and communication lines, remove unused poles, relocate obstructing poles. May I know from the speaker, from the sponsor, Mr. Speaker, who shall shoulder the cost of fixing, bundling up, removal of unused overhead electric distribution lines, and the removal of unused poles and the relocation of the same when it comes to common poles used by several telecommunications and cable companies?
The burden is on the utilities.
The intent is very noble, but to operationalize the practical implementation of the bill, nakikita na ba ng ating sponsor at ng authors ng bill na mauupuan nyo ang lahat ng mga ito, na halos sa isang linya ay 100 kable ang nakakabit at mapapatanggal sa kanila ito? Have you discussed this thoroughly in the committee?
Mr. Speaker, this was discussed in the committee. We know that in part the reason why these are bundled up and they are how they are, which is spaghetti, is because you have different companies with their own with their own lines and cables.
Is
So-
the sponsor aware why right now we cannot unbundle the existing line? Anong rason? Sige nga, magtulungan tayo.
I think it is, Mr. Speaker, I think it is neglect.
Is it
And-
also because that many of those companies responsible for the lines, electric lines, cable lines, telecommunication lines, many of those companies are already defunct, closed, and non-operating companies such as PTNT and Islacom. Is that correct, Mr. Sponsor?
So the question, just so I understand, Mr. Speaker, is that some companies have closed shop?
Yes, not some, but many, because I had an inquiry with many times in my LGUs. At ang problema ay hindi lang ang Globe, hindi lang ang distribution utility, kung hindi marami sa mga linyang nakakabit ay linya pa ng mga defunct, closed, and non-operating communications, telecommunications, and distribution utilities. How does the sponsor see looking forward to address this so we can implement the fixing, bundling, and removal of these lines and unused poles?
In the implementation of this law, as I see it, with respect to those companies that are defunct, right? There are if there are companies that are existing with cable lines bundled up with the lines of those defunct companies, I think they can be directed to actually unbundle those. With respect to the defunct companies, perhaps we can reach out or someone or the owners or proprietors to help in the unbundling.
I hope that the sponsor can give his commitment that once this bill is passed, those lines and poles by defunct, closed, and non-operating entities are addressed because they are an integral part in the successful implementation of this bill.
Mr. Speaker, and then also in the case that in case these defunct companies are nowhere to be found and their owners are nowhere to be found, the LGUs can help in the unbundle the tangled wires.
The untangling, unbundling, and removal entails cost. And I hope that somewhere in the bill, we can insert that even the LGUs should appropriate a certain amount of funds within their jurisdiction to help fund the decongestion of these lines, the removal, the unbundling. Would you agree with me?
I'm open to the suggestion. I feel that, pursuant to general welfare, it is actually their mandate to safeguard
That's
the
right.
safety of people. And if they will incur cost in performing the task that should have been performed by these defunct companies, I think they should step in.
Understand. Is the committee looking into passing a bill of having not only mandating the proper installation and maintenance of overhead lines and poles? I hope that the committee would also consider in the future passing a bill having the underground installation as a very good option, not only in terms of aesthetics, but also for safety and convenience.
Mr. Speaker, just to add to the point raised by SD Mel Noy Defensor, I believe under the Konektadong Pilipino Act, for road constructions, they have a dig once policy that's supposed to provide for underground ducts for cables so that in the future they don't have to dig up again and install the underground cables.
Thank you, Mr. Sponsor. I hope you will allow me to propose several amendments during the period of amendment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the sponsor.
Thank you, Congressman Defensor. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other members who would wish to interpolate, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and
There's a motion to open, as stated. The chair hears none. Any objection? Please proceed. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to open the period of amendments.
There's a motion to open the period of amendments. Any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. Please proceed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee amendment,
Mr. Speaker, I have a
Majority Leader.
I would proceed that we consider individual amendments, and we recognize the Honorable Sergio Dagoc of Party List APEC for his proposed individual amendment.
The gentleman from the party list APEC, Congressman Dagoc, you're recognized, sir. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Majority Leader. Would the distinguished sponsor yield to some individual amendment?
Willingly, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished sponsor, I would humbly propose that on page 3, line 34 and 35, the paragraph shall be written as follows. The LGU shall notify the public utilities concerned regarding the reported non-compliance with the rules and the standards on setbacks and clearances under the Philippine Electrical Code or PIC, the NBC or the National Building Code, and Republic Act 11361 as provided in this act.
Mr. Speaker, I adopt the suggestion of Congressman Dagoc.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve the proposed individual amendment.
There's a motion to approve the individual amendments as stated. Any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Sir, Majority
Mr.
Leader.
Speaker, another individual amendment proposal on page 4, line 31, in to delete the word "to" and replace it with the word "will." Would the distinguished sponsor accept the said proposed amendment?
I accept the proposed amendment, Mr. Speaker.
Very good. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve the proposed individual amendment.
There's a motion as stated. Chair hears none. Any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, distinguished sponsor.
Thank you, Congressman Dagoc, for your proposed amendments.
Thank you, Congressman Dagoc, gentleman from Party List APEC. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Representative Lawrence Defensor of the 3rd District of Iloilo for his proposed individual amendment.
Congressman Defensor, Senior Majority Leader, please proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On page 2 of the bill, under section 3, line 7, which currently reads, all electric distribution, cable, telecommunications companies shall ensure public safety and prepare contingencies for calamities. May I add the phrase after the word calamities, comma, infrastructure developments, comma, such that paragraph 2 will read as follows. all electric distribution, cable, telecommunications companies shall ensure public safety and prepare contingencies for calamities, infrastructure developments, and any unforeseen events. Will the sponsor accept?
Mr. Sponsor, what do you say?
Mr. Speaker, I accept the proposal.
Majority Leader, what does the House say? Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve the proposed individual amendment.
There is a motion to approve said individual amendments. Any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, on page 3 of the bill, section 5, paragraph 2, starting line number 8. Before the beginning of the sentence, I propose to add a phrase, within 60 days from the effectivity of the IRR of this act, comma, the Sangguniang Panlunsod or Sangguniang Bayan concerned shall. Will the sponsor accept the proposed amendment?
What
Mr.
does the sponsor say?
Mr. Speaker, I accept the proposed amendment.
Thank you. What does the House say?
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve the proposed individual amendment.
Is there no objection? Said motion. Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader again.
Mr. Speaker, as amended, paragraph 2 shall now read as follows. The Sangguniang Panlunsod or Sangguniang Bayan concerned shall, comma, pursuant to Republic Act number 7160 as amended, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991, enact an ordinance governing the overhead installation of electric distribution lines. After the word installation, I propose to insert the phrase and the implementation of the responsibilities of electric distribution, comma, cable, and telecommunications companies under Section 3, such that it will read as follows. Enact an ordinance governing the overhead installation and implementation of electric distribution, cable, telecommunications companies pursuant to Section 3 of the bill, distribution line cables and utility poles, comma, in accordance with the electrical code. May I just move the proposed phrase and the implementation of responsibility of electric distribution, cable, and telecommunications companies after the word installation. Can I confirm if the sponsor will accept, so we'll have a harmonious paragraph 2?
What does the sponsor say?
Mr. Speaker, I accept the proposed amendment.
What does the House say?
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve the proposed individual amendment.
There's a motion. The chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
On page 5 of the bill, Section 9, line 26. Before the beginning of the sentence, I propose to add the phrase, within 60 days from the effectivity of the IRR of this act, an interagency committee to be chaired by the ERC. Will the sponsor accept the proposed amendment?
Mr. Speaker, I accept the proposed amendment.
Majority Leader?
Mr. Speaker, I
One
move
moment, sir.
that
So
we
what does the sponsor say?
I accept the proposed amendment, Mr.
You
Speaker.
accept. Thank you. My apologies for that one. So Majority Leader, what does the House say?
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve the proposed individual amendment.
There's a motion. Is there an objection? The House, the chair hears none. Motion is accepted or approved. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I have no other amendments, but I would like to manifest my intention, if the sponsor will accept, that I be made a co-author of this bill.
Mr. Sponsor, please.
Mr. Speaker, I would gladly embrace SDML Noy Defensor to be author and sponsor of this bill.
Thank you for gladly embrace being the sponsor. Mr. Sponsor. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendment.
There's a motion to close the period of amendments. Any objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to vote on second reading House Bill number 7565.
There's a motion to vote on the second reading, House Bill 7565. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill number 7565 is hereby approved and carried. Thank you and accepted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we request to acknowledge the guests of the Honorable Congressman from the 2nd District of Davao Oriental, Representative Chino Miguel D. Almario. They are the following: Attorney Shirley Chris Romblon, Anasil Macosang, City Jolhain Martino, and Jean Michael Gulanes.
To the guests of Honorable Chino Almario, where are they, please? Yeah, you're there, but where are your guests? There. Maayong hapon kaninyo tanan of maayong pag-abot on behalf of Speaker Faustino Boji D. III. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Daghang salamat. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize the guests of Minority Leader Marcelino Libanan together with Kong Jude Asidre, Kong Shin Christopher Gonzalez, Kong Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, Kong Yeda Marie Romualdez, and Kong Adri Julian Romualdez, and they are formators and teachers, Father Juderic Paul Calumpiano, Father Arthur Adrian Afabel, Neil Sid Ferry Nebrida, John Glenn Claro, Rosario de Guzman, Christopher Oplimo, Alan Jason Gutierrez, Mr. Reynaldo Bajado, the SJN SHS Seminarians Grade 11, Pierre Lemuel Acala, Renz Uno Barrete, Wilson Sadi Biscaino, Gian Patrick Catudio, Reese Bradley Derillo, Paul Benedict Jabian, Prince Lapira, Ray James Sabalberino, Tyrone Tong, SJN SHS Seminarians Grade 12, John Christian Abarcar, Nico Salvador Anabaab, Brix Jansen Apacible, Jim Rex Apelado, Elijah Acerios, Thomas Busa, Clarence Bianes, Elia Kim Caspe, Troy Daza, John Gaitos, San Jerena, Kobe Navidad, Gladwayne Nibalvos, Paul Nobedizo, Kerrick Tew,
Okay. Thank you. To the guests of Minority Leader Marcelino Libanan, together with Congressman Jude Asidre, Kong Shin Christopher Gonzalez, Kong former Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, Congresswoman Chair Yeda Romualdez, and Congressman Andrew Julian Romualdez, on behalf of Speaker Speaker Boji D. Faustino III, welcome to the House of Representatives. Magandang hapon sa inyo lahat. Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move to consider House Resolution number 699 submitted by the Committee on Youth and Sports Development. And for this purpose, may I request that the the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed. Thank you, Majority Leader.
House Resolution 699, resolution congratulating and commending the Philippine Junior Pencak Silat team for winning first runner-up overall champion in the 3rd Junior Asian Pencak Silat Championship 2025 held in Srinagar, India from September 25 to 30, 2025.
Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, also in the calendar of business, I move to consider House Bill number 700, and with that, the bill.
Secretary General, please proceed. Secretary General. 700.
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw my motion, my earlier motion.
Motion is accepted, Majority Leader. Let us start again. Go ahead, the Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution number 699.
There is a motion to adopt House Resolution 699. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 699 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, also in the calendar of business, I move to consider House Bill number 700, House Resolution number 700, and direct the Secretary General to read the title of House Resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed. Thank you.
House Resolution 700, resolution congratulating and commending young Filipino Taekwondo athletes for winning gold medals at the 13th Royal Princess Cup International Taekwondo Championship held in Bangkok, Thailand from September 25 to 28, 2025.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution 700.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 700. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 700 adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, also in the calendar of business, I move to consider House Resolution number 701 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of House Resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution 701, resolution congratulating and commending the Philippine bench rest shooting team for winning medals in the 2025 World Rimfire and Air Rifle Bench Rest Federation World Cup held in Rutikangas Shooting Complex, Oulu, Finland from August 6 to 16, 2025.
Thank you, Secretary General. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution number 701.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 701. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 701 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, also in the calendar of business, I move to consider House Resolution number 702 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the House Resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution 702, resolution congratulating and commending the Philippine National Volleyball Federation for the successful hosting of the 2025 Federación Internacional de Volleyball Men's Volleyball World Championship held at the SM Mall of Asia Arena, Pasay City, and the Smart Araneta Coliseum, Quezon City, Philippines, from September 12 to 28, 2025.
Thank you, Secretary General. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution 702.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 702. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 702 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Also in the calendar of business, I move to consider House Resolution number 703 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said House Resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed, ma'am.
House Resolution 703, resolution congratulating and commending Filipino triathlete Kira Ellis for winning the gold medal in the junior women's division at the 2025 Europe Triathlon Junior Cup Riga, held in Mesa Parks, Riga, Latvia on August 16, 2025.
Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution 703.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 703. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 703 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt Mr. Speaker, also in the calendar of business, I move to consider House Resolution number 704 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the said House Resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution 704, resolution congratulating and commending the Philippine hip hop dance group's legit status and VIPs for winning medals in the 2025 World Hip Hop Dance Championship held in Phoenix, Arizona, United States of America from July 26 to August 2, 2025.
Thank you, Secretary General. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 704. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 704 is hereby adopted. Thank you. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, also in the calendar of business, I move to consider House Resolution number 394 submitted by the Committee on Tourism, and for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution 394, resolution congratulating and commending the Clark Development Corporation for the Clark Freeport Zone's recognition as Asia's leading meetings and conference destination during the 32nd World Travel Awards for Asia and Oceania, held in the Intercontinental Grand Stanford in Hong Kong.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution number 394.
There is a motion to adopt 394, House Resolution 394. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. House Resolution 394 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Also the calendar of business, Mr. Speaker, I move to consider House Resolution number 420 submitted by the Committee on Tourism, and may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution 420, resolution commending and congratulating the entire Philippine tourism sector and its stakeholders, led and guided by the Department of Tourism, for bringing honor to the nation by securing 6 major awards at the prestigious 2025 World Travel Awards Asia and Oceania Gala Ceremony.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution number 420.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 420. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. House Resolution 420 is hereby, and the ayes have it, House Resolution 420 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, also in the calendar of business, I move to consider House Resolution number 720 submitted by the Committee on Local Government, and for this purpose, may I request Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed, ma'am.
House Resolution 720, resolution expressing the support of the House of Representatives for the review and revision of Republic Act number 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991, to ensure its responsiveness to the demands of modern local governance, digital transformation, and sustainable development.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to adopt House Resolution number 720.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 720. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 720 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to consider bills under the calendar of business for Thursday and Friday.
Please proceed, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to our rules, I move for the omnibus consideration of the following local bills. House Bill number 142 under Committee Report number 88. House Bill number 7554 under Committee Report 89. House Bill number 761 under Committee Report number 90. House Bill number 762 under Committee Report number 91. House Bill number 7555 under Committee Report number CR number 92. House Bill number 1510 under Committee Report number 93. House Bill number 1538 under Committee Report number 94. House Bill number 1539 under Committee Report number 95. House Bill number 2902 under Committee Report number 96. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bills.
Secretary General, thank you. Majority Leader, please proceed.
House Bill number 142, an act declaring February 13 of every year a special non-working holiday in the city of Parañaque, Metro Manila, amending for the purpose Republic Act number 11460. House Bill number 7554, an act declaring December 19 of every year as a special non-working holiday in the city of Muntinlupa, to be known as the Muntinlupa Foundation Day, amending for this purpose Republic Act number 9191, otherwise known as an act declaring the first day of March of every year as a special non-working holiday in the city of Muntinlupa, to be known as the Muntinlupa City Charter Day. House Bill 761, an act declaring January 16 of every year a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Dapa, province of Surigao del Norte, in celebration of the feast day of its patron saint, the Holy Santo Niño. House Bill 762, an act declaring June 17 of every year a special non-working holiday in the city of Lapu-Lapu, province of Cebu, in commemoration of its charter anniversary. House Bill 7555, an act declaring September 6 of every year as a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Mendez Nunez, province of Cavite, to commemorate its founding anniversary. House Bill 1510, an act declaring July 15 of every year a special non-working holiday in the whole Cordillera Administrative Region, in commemoration of its founding anniversary, to be known as the Cordillera Day. House Bill 1538, an act declaring June 9 of every year as a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Rosario, province of Batangas, in celebration of its founding anniversary. House Bill 1539, an act declaring November 11 of every year as a special non-working holiday in the municipality of Taisan, province of Batangas, in celebration of its founding anniversary. House Bill 2902, an act declaring February 14 of every year as a special non-working public holiday in the municipality of Calamba, province of Misamis Occidental, to commemorate the Araw ng Calamba.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to open the period of sponsorship and debate and that the respective explanatory notes be considered as the sponsorship of the said measures.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There's a motion that's stated. Is there an objection? Here's none. Said motion is approved. Majority Leader, please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate on the said measure, I move to close the period of sponsorship and debate.
There's a motion to close the period of sponsorship and debate. Is there any objection? Carriers none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to open the period of amendments and approve the committee amendments, if any, as contained in the respective committee reports of the aforementioned bills.
There's a motion as stated. Is there an objection? The chair hears none. Motion is approved. Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, there being no individual amendments, I move to close the period of amendments.
There is a motion to close the period of amendment. Is there an objection? That motion is approved. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to vote on second reading the following bills: House Bill number 142 under Committee Report number 88, House Bill number 7554 under Committee Report number 89, House Bill number 761 under Committee Report number 90, House Bill number 562 under Committee Report number 91, House Bill number 755 under Committee Report 92, House Bill number 1510 under Committee Report number 93, House Bill number 1538 under Committee Report 94, House Bill number 1539 under Committee Report number 95, House Bill number 2902 under Committee Report 96.
Shukran, Majority Leader. There is a motion to approve the aforementioned House Bill. All those who are in favor, say aye. All those not in favor, say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 142, House Bill, rather, 142, 7554, 761, 762, 7555, 1510, 1538, 1539, and 2902. Hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we request to acknowledge the guests of our Honorable Speaker, Boji D. They are the international delegates attending the Parliamentary Training Course on Legislative and Policy Measures to prevent and counter the use of artificial intelligence and new technologies for terrorism and violent extremism purposes. They are from the Parliamentary Assemblies, Honorable Emanuel Loperfido from the Chamber of Deputies of the Italian Parliament, Honorable Asan Seibu from the National Assembly of Benin and the Parliamentary Assembly of the Francophonie, Mrs. Hajer Remeli from the Parliamentary Assembly of the Francophonie, Honorable Sifer Hisham from the People's National Assembly of the People's Democratic Republic of Algeria, the Arab Interparliamentary Union, His Excellency Isan Barakat from the Jordanian Senate, the Arab Parliament, Honorable Bede Anwata Zumo, Member of the Parliament of Ghana, the African Parliamentary Union, Dr. Kadir Yaman, the Secretary of Commission from the Parliamentary Assembly of Turkic States, Mr. Ronald Windwai, from the Southern African Development Community Parliamentary Forum, Mr. Maximilian Salutin, Head of the Department of International Relations from the Interparliamentary Assembly of Member Nations of the Commonwealth of Independent States. From the United Nations agencies, Ms. Akvil Ginyotian from the United Nations Office of Counterterrorism, Mr. Murad Tanjiev from the United Nations Office of Counterterrorism, Ms. Balkis Al-Radwan, Ms. Usama Benakur, Ms. Samir Kamis, Ms. Fabi Barros from the ASEAN Institute for Peace and Reconciliation.
Thank you, Majority Leader. To our fellow parliamentarians and guests, it's indeed a privilege and honor, and also as guests of our esteemed Speaker, Speaker Faustino Boje D. On behalf of our Speaker, magandang hapon, good afternoon. Welcome to the House of Representatives. Good afternoon. Again, welcome. Thank you. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, may we recognize the guests of Speaker Faustino D. and the Honorable Juan Carlos Arjo Ataide. The cast of the production from behind the 2025 Metro Manila Film Festival. Special entry, I'm Perfect, produced by the Nathan Studios. The following are the I'm Perfect cast: Joey Marquez, Silvia Sanchez, Joel Saracho, Rebecca Rabanes. The following are the I'm Perfect actors with Down syndrome: Crystal Go, Earl Amaba, Carl Jason Garcia, Jonathan Tilos, Gio Dicen, Angela Batallones, Javi Sarmiento, Royce Cabrera, the film achieved notable success of the 2025 Metro Manila Film Festival, receiving the following awards: Best Picture, Jury Award, Best Ensemble, Best Actress, Crystal Go. The following are the parents of the actors with Down syndrome: Marilyn Amaba, Amelita Go, Christine Batallones, Maria Cristina Siguenza, Carlos Garcia, Jason Sarmiento, Nilo Antonio Dicen, Josepina Dicen, Carmen Rivera, Rogena Rivera. The following are the staff of Nathan Studios: Analisa Goma, Janice Campo, Cesar Orario, Francis Gomez, PJ Kalingo, Roman Sioson, Monica Reyes. Their visit celebrate not only film success but only its inspiring message of inclusivity, representation, and empowerment for individuals with Down syndrome and their families. Recognizing them in the plenary would be a meaningful gesture of support for their achievement and advocacy.
Thank you, Majority Leader. To the guests of our esteemed Speaker, Faustino Bojedi III, and also to the Assistant Majority Leader, First District of Quezon City, Juan Carlos Arjo Ataide, who are representing the cast and the production of the team behind the 2025 Metro Manila Film Festival official entry. We are indeed very proud of you. Good afternoon and welcome to the House of Representatives. Maraming salamat. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, we also wish to acknowledge the guests of our Honorable Speaker Faustino Bojedi, also from the United Nations Office of Counterterrorism and Parliamentary Engagement, from the Legislative Council of Brunei Darussalam, a member of the Parliament, Honorable Chong Chin Yi.
To the guests of Honorable Speaker Bo GD, welcome to the House of Representatives. Good afternoon, and thank you for coming. And we may also acknowledge our speaker in the plenary. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, motion to suspend.
Session suspended. Paano? Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill 6904, printed copies of which were distributed to the members pursuant to the rules of the House. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
Secretary General, please proceed. Thank you, Majority Leader.
House Bill number 6904. An act granting the Exodus Broadcasting Company, Inc. a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, and maintain radio and television stations in the Philippines. Roll call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6904. Abalos, Sabante, Asidre, Acosta, Adyong, Advincola, Agaraw, Agyao, Alano, Alba, Albano, Almario Chino Miguel, Almario Dennis, Almonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Amante, Amatong, Angara, Angeles, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison Munir Jr., Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Atayde, Aumentado, Ayon, Bagao, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Bancoro, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Baskug, Bautista Claude, Bautista Dion Monich, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bernos Ching, Bernos JB, Biron, Bucobo, Bolilia, Bondok, Briones, Pulit Bigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Kawagdan, Cari, Castro, Caiton, Celeste, Sendanya, Senisa, Chan, John, Franz, Norbert, Joselito, Almario, Chan, Junard, Chua, Chuatay, Chungalao, Copilar, Cojuanco Jaime Eduardo Mar, Cojuanco Mart, Coliantes, Corvera, Cruz Agatha, Cruz Ricardo, Cruzado, Cuba, Dagok, Dalog, De Yanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Lima, De Venecia, Defensor, De Gamo, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Macuja, De Maguila, De Maporo Imelda, De Maporo City Amina, Diokno, Junicio, Domingo, Domogan, Duterte Harold James, Duterte Omar Vincent, Duterte Paulo, D. Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Elago, Emano, Enverga, Erice, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Jeffrey, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Puentebella, Galang, Daleos, Gerbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Karen Hope, Garcia Maria Angela, Guardiola, Garin, Gatchalian, Gato, Gilepa, Go, Gomez, Gonzalez Alexandria, Gonzalez Eliza Micaela, Gonzalez Christopher Sheen, Gonzalez Roy, Goriseta, Gico, Gintu, Gulias, Gutierrez, Hernandez Cherise Ann, Hernandez Dennis, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Ramil, Ofor Hasim, Horibata, Ismula, EY, Javier, Ko Antonio, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Ponghun, Ko, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagbas, Lagdameo Jose Manuel, Lagdameo Monique Yasmin Maria, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Ledesma, Legacion, Legarda, Legazpi, Leviste, Libanan, Lopez, Loria, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Makasayat, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangudadatu, Manikis, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marquez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miraflores, Momo, Montes, Nava, Nazal, Nisay, Nolasco, Waminal Henry, Waminal Sancho Fernando, Odocado, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Oreta, Ortega, Oano Dizon, Padiernos, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Perez, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Po, Primicia Sagabas, Pomaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rehencia, Remulla, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Ridon, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Maximo, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romualdez Sandro Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Siada Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sally, Salvacion, Salvador, Salvame, San Fernando, Santos Maria Alana Samantha, Santos Mark Anthony, Shimura, Singson Rochelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Suwan, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Suntay, Taliado, Tan Aman, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela, Teodoro, Tereng, Teves, Tiangco, Tieng, Tino, Tolentino, Tuan, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T. Umali, Ungab, Uy De Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Veloso, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Villa, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villafuerte Vincenzo Renato Luigi, Villanueva, Villarica, Violago, Yamsuan, Yap Arthur, Yap Christopherson, Yap Eric, Yap John G. Snell, Yatpo, Inares, Yu Jazel Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim, Yulo, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Second call of members in consideration of House Bill number 6904. Abante, Adyong, Advincula, Alba, Alvarez Mercedes, Angara, Asistio, Bautista Claude, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Xavier Miguel, Bondo, Cari, Castro, Sinisa, Chan Junard, Chua, Copilar, Colientes, Cruzado, Cua, De Jesus, De Venecia, Digamo, De Los Santos Alfred C., Di Macuja, Di Maguila, Domingo, Duterte Harold James, Duterte Omar Vincent, Duterte Paulo, Di Faustino Michael Carlos, Di Ian Paul, Estrella Robert Raymond M., Frasco, Garbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garin, Glepa, Go, Gonzalez Eliza Micaela, Gonzalez Christopher Sheen, Gulias, Horibata, Lagbas, Lagdameo Jose Manuel, Legacion, Leviste, Luistro, Macapagal Arroyo, Marañon, Mercado Revilla, Nazal, Nisay, Nolasco, Oreta, Pascual, Timbo, Recto, Rehencia, Remulla, Revilla Brian, Ridon, Robes, Romualdez Sandro Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Siada Marie, Sakaluran, Sally, Santos Maria Alana Samantha, Singson Rochelle, Solon, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Micaela Angela, Tan Ayman, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Watco, Tolentino, Tutor, T. Ungab, Uy De Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Villa, Villanueva, Violago, Yap Christopherson, Inares, Yu Jaisal Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim.
Maraming salamat, Secretary General. In regards to House Bill 6904, with 209 members voting in affirmative, 0 in negative, and 4 abstentions, House Bill 6904 is hereby approved on the third and final reading. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill 7301, printed copies of which were distributed to the members pursuant to the rules of the House. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill number 7301, an act declaring the month of April every year as the Philippine Veterans Month. Roll call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7301. Abalos, Abante, Asidre, Acosta, Adyong, Advincula, Agarao, Agyao, Alano, Alba, Albano, Almario Chino, Miguel, Almario Dennis, Almonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Angeles, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison Munir Jr., Arenas, Arrogancia, Asisto, Atayde, Aumentado, Ayan, Bagao, Balindong, Banyas Nograles, Bangcoro, Barba, Barbers, Baron de Bascug, Bautista Claude, Bautista Johan Monich, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bernos Ching, Bernos JB, Beron, Bocobo Bolilla, Bondok, Briones, Bulot Begtang, Cagas Calderon, Calixto Cawagdan Cari, Castro Caiton, Celeste Sandanya Ceniza, Chan, Jan, Franz, Norbert, Joselito Almario, Chan Junard, Chua, Chuatay, Chungalauco, Copilar, Coangco, Jaime Eduardo Mark, Coangco Mark, Coliantes, Corvera, Cruz, Agatha, Cruz, Ricardo, Cruzado, Cua, de Gook, Dalog de Hirang, Daza de Jesus, de Lima, de Venecia, Defensor, de Gamo del Mar de los Santos, de Macuha, de Maguila, de Maporo, Imelda, de Maporo City, Amina, Diokno, Junicio, Domingo, Dumoga, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte, Umar Vincent, Duterte, Paulo, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Elago, Emano Enverga, Erisa Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Fer Antonio, Fer Jeffrey, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Frestedi, Fentebella, Galang, Galeos, Gorbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Karen Hope, Garcia Maria Angela, Gordiola Garin, Gatchalian, Gato, Glepago, Gomez, Gonzalez, Alexandria, Gonzalez, Alisa, Micaela, Gonzalez, Christopher Sheen, Gonzalez, Roy, Guriseta, Guico, Ginto, Gulias, Gutierrez, Hernandez, Charisse Ann, Hernandez, Dennis, Hernandez, Ferdinand, Hernandez, Ramil, Hofer Hasim, Horibato, Ismula, Iway, Javier, Ko, Antonio, Ko, Elisa, Ko, Wilton, Konghun, Ko, Labad-labad, Lacson, Lagbas, Lagdameo Jose Manuel, Lagdameo Monique, Yasmin Maria, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sunny, Lara, Lezatin, Ledesma, Legacion, Legarda, Legazpi, Levista, Lebanon, Lopez, Loria, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Bacapagal, Arroyo, Makasait, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangodadato, Maniquez, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marquez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miraflores, Momo Montes, Navanazal, Nisay, Nolasco, Omanal Henry, Omanal Sancho Fernando, Oducado Olivares, Ongchon, Ordanes, Oreta, Ortega, Oano Dizon, Padiernos, Panaligan, Pancho Panotes, Pascual, Perez, Pimentel, Plaza, Plato, Pope, Primicias Agabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rehencia, Remulla, Revilla, Brian, Revilla, Ramonjolo, Ridon, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Elohio, Rodriguez Maximo, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romualdez, Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Romualdo Romulo Roque, Sagarberia, Sacaluran, Salceda, Sally, Salvacion, Salvador, Salvame, San Fernando, Santos Maria, Alana Samantha, Santos Mark Anthony, Shimura, Singson Rochelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Suan, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez Suntay, Talyado, Tan Eman, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith, Micah, Tan Reynolds, Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Chai, Tan Watco, Tariela, Teodoro, Tereng, Teves, Tiangco, Tiang, Tino, Tolentino, Tuan, Tolfo, Jocelyn, Tulfo, Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Ungab, Uy de Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Vargas, Vargas, Alfonso, Veloso, Veloso, Tuazon, Vergara Villa, Villaferte Miguel Luis, Villaferte Vincenzo Renato Luigi, Villanueva, Villarica, Villago Yamsuan, Yap Arthur, Yap Christopherson, Yap Eric, Yap John Chisnell, Yatco Inares, U. Jazel Victoria, U. Joseph Kim, Yulo Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria Zubiri. Second call in consideration of House Bill number 7301. Abante Adyong Advincula Alba Alvarez Mercedes Angara Asisio Bautista Claudia Bautista Lim Beltran Benitez Alfredo Benitez Javier Miguel Bondo Cari Castro Siniza Chan Jr. Chua Copilar Colliantes Cruzado Cua De Sus de Venecia de Gama de los Santos Alfred Di Macua de Maguila Domingo Duterte Harold James Duterte Omar Vincent Duterte Paulo T. Faustino Michael Carlos D. Ian Paul Estrella Robert Raymond Frasco Garbin Garcia Albert Garcia Jose Arturo Garcia Maria Angela Green Glepago Gonzales, Eliza Micaela, Gonzales Christopher Sheen, Gulia Soribata, Lagbas, Lagdamay Jose Manuel, Lagacion de Viste, Luistro, Pacapagal Arroyo, Marañon, Mercado Revilla, Nazal, Nisay, Nolasco Oreta, Pascual, Kimbo, Rector, Regencio Remulla, Revilla Brian, Ridon, Robes, Romualdez, Andrew Julian, Romualdez, Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez, Yada Marie, Sakaluran, Sally, Santos, Maria Alana Samantha, Singson Rochelle, Solon, Suwan, Sing, Bella Vanessa, Swan Sing, Micaela Angela, Tan Iman, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Watco, Tolentino Tutor, T. Ungab, Uy De Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Villa, Villanueva, Villago, Yap Christopherson, Inares, U. Jazel Victoria, U. Joseph Kim.
Proud moment, of course, this particular bill. Thank you, Secretary General. With 218 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstentions, House Bill number 7301, an act declaring the month of every April, every year as the Philippine Veterans Month, is hereby approved of the third and final reading. Maraming salamat, Speaker Faustino Boji D. Most especially, I'm a proud son of a World War II veteran and the president of the Sons and Daughters of World War II. Maraming salamat. Thank you. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill 7303. Printed copies of the same were distributed to the members pursuant to the rules of the House. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill number 7303, an act declaring December 12 of every year as the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe Day. Roll call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7303. Abalos Abante, Asidria Costa, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Aguiao, Alano, Alba, Albano, Almario, Chino, Miguel, Almario, Dennis, Almonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Angeles, Aquino, Aquino, Magsaysay, Arbison Munir Jr., Arena, Sargacha, Asisto, Atayde, Aumentado, Ayon, Bagao, Balindong, Baños Nograles, Mangcoro, Barba, Barbers, Barona, Baspug, Bautista, Claudia, Bautista, Johan Monich, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bernos Ching, Bernos JB, Biron, Bocobo, Bolidia, Bondok, Briones, Pulot Begdang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Cagdan, Cari, Castro, Caiton, Celeste, Sendanya, Sinizo, Chan, Jan, Franz, Norbert, Joselito, Almario, Jan, Chan, Junard, Chua, Chuatay, Chungalao, Copilar, Coanco, Jaime Eduardo Mark, Coanco Mark, Coliantes, Covero, Cruz, Agata, Cruz, Ricardo, Cruzado, Cua, Dagog, Dalog, Dayang Hirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Lima, De Valencia, Defensor Digamo Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimacua, Dimagila, Dimapor, Imelda, Dimapor, City Amina, Diokno, Dionisio, Domingo, Dumogan, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte, Omar Vincent, Duterte, Paulo, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, Di Ian Paul, Elago, Emano Enverga, Elisa Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Jeffrey, Torres, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnetti, Fentibedia, Galang, Galeos, Garbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Karen Hope, Garcia Maria Angela, Guardiola, Garin, Gatchalian, Gato, Gepa, Go, Gomez, Gonzalez, Alessandria, Gonzalez, Eliza, Micaela, Gonzalez, Christopher Shing, Gonzalez, Roy, Coriseta, Gico, Ginto, Gulias, Gutierrez, Hernandez, Charisan, Hernandez, Dennis, Hernandez, Ferdinand, Hernandez, Ramil, Operasim, Horibata, Ismude, Iway, Javier, Co Antonio, Co Elisa, Co Wilton, Congun, Co Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagbas, Lagnameo, Jose Manuel, Lagnameo, Monique, Yasmin Maria, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Ledesma, Ligacion, Legarda, Legaspi, Levisa, Libanan, Lopez, Loria, Loyola, Luis, Lumayag, Makabagal, Arroyo, Makasait, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manguladato, Maniquis, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marquez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miraflores, Momo, Montes, Nava, Naza, Nizay, Nolasco, Uminal Henry, Uminal Sancho Fernando, Oducado, Olivares, Songchua, Nordanes, Oreto, Ortega, Uwano, Dizon, Padiernos, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Perez, Pimentel, Plaza, Plato, Po, Primicia, Sagabas, Omarin Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Rector, Hensha, Rimulia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Ridon Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eloy, Rodriguez Maximo, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo Romulo Roque, Sagarbaria, Sacaloran, Salceda, Sally, Salvacion, Salvador Salvamis, San Fernando, Santos Maria Elena Samantha Santos, Mark Anthony, Shimura, Singson Richelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Tolon, Suwan, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Cala Angela, Suarez Fontay, Taliado, Tan Eman, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith, Micah, Tan Relos, Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Chay, Tan Watco, Tariela, Teodoro, Tereng, Teves, Tiangco, Tieng, Tino, Tolentino, Tuwan, Tufo, Jocelyn, Tufo, Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T. Umali, Ungab, Uy de Carlo, Uy, Roberto, Valeriano, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Veloso, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Villa, Villaferto Miguel Luis, Villaferto Vincenzo Renato Luigi, Villanueva, Villarica, Villago, Yamsuan, Yap Arthur, Yap Christopherson, Yap Eric, Yap John Gisnel, Yatco Inares, Yu Jason Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim, Yulo, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria Zubiri. Second call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7303. Abante Adyong Advincula Alba, Alvarez Mercedes, Angara, Asisio, Bautista Claude, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bondok, Cari, Castro, Sinisa Chan Junard, Chua, Copilar, Colliantes, Cruzado, Cua, De Jesus de Venecia, Digamo, De Los Santos Alfred, Dimacuja, Dimagila, Domingo, Duterte Harold James, Duterte Omar Vincent, Duterte Paulo, Di Faustino Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Estrella Robert Raymond M., Frasco, Garbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garin, Gilepa, Go, Gonzales Eliza Micaela, Gonzales Christopher Sheen, Julia Soribata, Lagbas, Tegnemeo, Jose Manuel, Legacion Levise, Luis Roma Capagalaroyo, Marañon, Mercado Revilla, Nisay, Nolasco, Oreta, Pascual, Kimbo, Rector, Hensha, Rimulia, Revilla, Brian, Ridon Robes, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Sakaluran Sally, Santos Maria Alana Samantha, Singson Rochelle, Tolon, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Cala Angela, Tan Eman, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Watco, Tanitino, Tutorti, Ungab, Uy De Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano Villa, Villanueva, Violago, Yap Christopherson, Yanares, Yu Jazel Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim.
Maraming salamat, Secretary General. With 214 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 3 abstention, House Bill number 7303 is hereby approved on the third and final reading. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading of House Bill 7304, printed copies of which were distributed to the members of the House pursuant to the rules. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
Salamat, Majority Leader. Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill number 7304, an act honoring the unsung heroes of electrification by proclaiming the first Monday of August of every year as National Line Workers Appreciation Day. Roll call of members in consideration of third reading of House Bill number 7304. Abalos Abante Asidre Acosta Adyong Advincula Agaraw Agyaw Alano Alba Albano Almario Chino Miguel Almario Dennis Almonte Alvarez Jose Alvarez Mercedes Amante Matong ang Angara Angeles Aquino Kino Magsaysay Arbison Munir Jr. Arenas Arrogancia Asisto Atay de Aumentado Ayon Bagao Balindong Baños Nograles Bangcoro Barbers Baron de Bascug Bautista Claude Bautista Johan Monich Bautista Lim Beltran Benitez Alfredo Benitez Javier Miguel Bernos Ching Bernos JB Biron Bocobo Bolilia Bondoc Briones Bulot Begtang Cagas Calderon Calixto Kawagdan Cari Castro Caiton Celeste Sandanya Ceniza Chan Jan Franz Norbert Joselito Almario Chan Junard Chua Chuatay Chungalauco Copilar Kawangko Jaime Eduardo Mar Kawangko Mar Coliantes Corvera Cruz Agatha Cruz Ricardo Cruzado Cua de Gook Dalog de Yanghirang Daza de Jesus de Lima de Venecia Defensor de Gamo del Mar de Los Santos de Macua de Maguila de Maporo Imelda de Maporo City Amina Diokno Junicio Domingo Domogan Duterte Harold James Duterte Umar Vincent Duterte Paulo Di Faustino Michael Carlos D. Ian Paul Alago Emano Enverga Erisa Escudero Espares Espina Estrella Ferrer Antonio Ferrer Jeffrey Flores Fortes Frasco Fresnedi Fuentebella Galang Galeos Gurbin Garcia Albert Garcia Dante Garcia Jose Arturo Garcia Karen Hope Garcia Maria Angela Guardiola Garin Gachalian Gato Glepago Gomez Gonzalez Alexandria Gonzalez Eliza Micaela Gonzalez Christopher Sheen Gonzalez Roy Goriseta Guico Ginto Gulias Gutierrez Hernandez Cherise Ann Hernandez Dennis Hernandez Ferdinand Hernandez Remil Hoofer Hasim Horibata Ismula Iway Javier Ko Antonio Ko Elisa Ko Wilton Konghun Ko Labad-Labad Lacson Lagbas Lagdamay Jose Manuel Lagdamay Monique Yasmin Maria Lagman Lagon Daphne Lagon Sani Lara Lezatin Ledesma Legacion Legarda Legazpi Leviste Lebanan Lopez Loria Loyola Luistro Lumayag Makapagal Arroyo Makasait Maceda Madrona Malapitan Mangodato Maniquez Marañon Marcoleta Marcos Marquez Mastura Matibag Matugas Mendoza Mercado Revilla Miraflores Momo Montes Nava Nazal Nisay Nolasco Omanal Henry Omanal Sancho Fernando Odocado Olivares Ongchuan Ordanes Oreta Ortega Owano Dizon Padiernas Panaligan Pancho Panotes Pascual Perez Pimentel Plaza Plato Po Primicias Agabas Pumaren Puno Kimbo Rama Recto Regencia Remulla Revilla Brian Revilla Monjolo Redon Rivera Robes Rodriguez Elohio Rodriguez Maximo Rodriguez Rufus Roman Romualdez Andrew Julian Romualdez Ferdinand Martin Romualdez Yeda Marie Romualdo Romulo Roque Sagarberia Sacaluran Salceda Sally Salvacion Salvador Salvame San Fernando Santos Maria Alana Samantha Santos Mark Anthony Shimura Singson Rochelle Singson Ronald Singson Mihan Solon Suwan Swansing Bella Vanessa Swansing Micaela Angela Suarez Suntay Talyado Tan Iman Tan Joseph Tan Keith Micah Tan Reynolds Michael Tan Samir Tan Stephen James Tan Shai Tanuat Coteriela Teodoro Tereng Teves Tiangco Tieng Tino Tolentino Tuan Tulfo Jocelyn Tulfo Ralph Wendell Tupas Tutor T Umali Ungab Uy De Carlo Uy Roberto Valeriano Vargas Alfonso Veloso Tuazon Vergara Villa Villaferte Miguel Luis Villaferte Vincenzo Renato Luigi Villanueva Villarica Violago Yamsuan Yap Arthur Yap Christopherson Yap Eric Yap John Gisnell Yatco Inares Yu Jazel Victoria Yu Joseph Kim Yulo Zamora Maria Carmen Zamora Isabel Maria Zubiri. Second call in consideration of House Bill number 7304 Abante Adyong Advincula Alba Alvarez Mercedes Angara Asisio Bautista Claude Bautista Lim Beltran Benitez Alfredo Benitez Javier Miguel Bondoc Cari Castro Ceniza Chan Junior Chua Copilar Coliantes Cruzado Cua de Jesus de Venecia de Gamo de Los Santos Alfred de Macua de Maguila Domingo Duterte Harold James Duterte Umar Vincent Duterte Paulo D. Faustino Michael Carlos D. Ian Paul Estrella Frasco Gorbin Garcia Albert Garcia Jose Arturo Garcia Maria Angela Garin Glepago Gonzalez Eliza Micaela Gonzalez Christopher Sheen Gules Rebata Lagbas Lagdamay Jose Manuel Lagacion Levice Luistro Macapagal Arroyo Marañon Mercado de Villa Nisay Nolasco Oreta Pascual Kimbo Recto Regencia Remulla Revilla Brian Redon Robes Romualdez Andrew Julian Romualdez Ferdinand Martin Romualdez Yada Marie Sacaluran Sally Santos Maria Alana Samantha Singson Rochelle Solon Swansing Bella Vanessa Swansing Micaela Angela Tan Iman Tan Reynolds Michael Tan Samir Tan Stephen James Tan Watco Tolentino Tutor T Ungab Uy De Carlo Uy Roberto Valeriano Villa Villanueva Villago Yap Christopherson Inares Yu Jazel Victoria Yu Joseph Kim.
Daghang salamat, Secretary General. With 218 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill 7304 is hereby approved on the third and final reading. Thank you. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration of third reading of House Bill 7368. Printed copies of the same were distributed to the members pursuant to the rules of the House. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill number 7368, an act declaring November 30 of every year as Jesus Reigns National Day of Worship. Roll call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7368. Abel Sabante Asidria Acosta Adyong Advincula Agaraw Aguiao Alano Alba Albano Almario Chini Miguel Almario Dennis Almonte Alvarez Jose Alvarez Mercedes Amanti Amatong Angara Angeles Aquino Aquino Magsaysay Arbison Munir Jr. Arena Saragancha Asisio Atayde Aumentado Ayon Bagao Balindong Banes Nograles Mancoro Barba Barbers Moranda Bascog Bautista Claude Bautista Johan Munich Bautista Lim Beltran Benitez Alfredo Benitez Xavier Miguel Bernos Ching Bernos JB Biron Bocobo Bolivia Bondok Briones Pudot Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Kawagdan, Cari, Castro, Cayton, Celeste, Sendanya, Siniza, Chan, Jan, Franz, Norbert, Osilito, Almario, Chan, Junard, Chua, Chotay, Chungalao, Coco, Pilar, Powanko, Jaime Eduardo, Marco, Wanco, Mar, Juliantes, Corvera, Cruz, Agatha, Cruz, Ricardo, Cruzado, Cua, Dagog, Dalog, Diyang Hirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Lima, De Venecia, Defensor, De Gamo, Del Mar, De Los Santos, De Macua, De Maguila, De Mapora, Imelda, De Mapora, City Amina, Diokno, Dionisio, Domingo, Dumogan, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte, Omar Vincent, Duterte Paulo, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, Di Ian Paul Elago, Emano, Enverga, Elisa, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Ferrer, Antonio, Ferrer, Jeffrey, Torres, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnetti, Pandevella, Galang, Galeos, Garbin, Garcia, Albert, Garcia, Dante, Garcia, Jose Arturo, Garcia, Karen Hope, Garcia, Maria Angela, Guardiola, Garin, Garchelian, Gatog, Depa, Go, Gomez, Gonzalez, Alexandra, Gonzalez, Alisa, Micaela, Gonzalez, Christopher Shing, Gonzalez, Roy, Goriseto, Gico, Ginto, Gulias, Gutierrez, Hernandez, Teresan, Hernandez, Dennis, Hernandez, Ferdinand, Hernandez, Ramil, Ko Forresti, Moribata, Ismuda, Iway, Javier, Ko Antonio, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Ko Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagbas, Laglameo, Jose Manuel, Laglameo, Monique, Yasmin, Maria, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sunny, Lara, Lazatin, Ledesma, Legacion, Legarda, Legaspi, Levice, Libanan, Lopez, Loria, Loyola, Luis, Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Makasait, Makaseda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mangdadato, Manikis, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marquez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado Revilla, Miraflores, Momo, Montes, Nava, Nazal, Nisay, Nolasco, Women Henry, Women Sancho, Fernando, Paducado, Olivares, Songchuan, Ordanes, Oreta, Ortega, Juano, Dizon. Odiernos, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Perez, Pimentel, Plaza, Plato, Pope, Primicia, Sagabas, Pomaran, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Rector, Rehencia, Remulia, Revilla, Brian, Revilla, Monjolo, Ridon, Rivera, Robes, Rodrigo Eulogio, Rodriguez Maximo, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sacabaria, Sacaluran, Salceda, Sally, Salvacion, Salvador, Salvamis, San Fernando, Santos, Maria Alana Samantha, Santos, Mark Anthony, Chimora, Singson Rochelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mian, Solon Suwon, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Michelangela, Suarez, Suntay, Taliado, Tan Amon, Tan Joseph, Tan Gin Maitha, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Shai, Tan Watko, Tariela, Tudora, Tereng, Teves, Tiangco, Tiang, Tirio, Tolentino, Tuwan, Tufo Jocelyn, Tufo Ralph Wendell, Tupas Yutor, T. Umali, Wangab, Uy De Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Veloso, Veloso Tuazan, Vergara, Villafuerte, Miguel Luis, Villafuerte, Vincenzo Renato Luigi, Villanueva, Villarica, Villalago, Yamsuan, Yap Arthur, Yap Christopherson, Yap Eric, Yap John Gisnal, Yatco, Inares, Yu Jason Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim, Yulo, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria Zubiri. Second call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 7368. Abante Adyong, Advincula, Alba, Alvarez, Mercedes, Angara, Asistio, Bautista Claude, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez, Alfredo, Benitez, Javier Miguel, Bondo, Cari, Castro, Sinisa, Chan, Junard, Chua, Copilar, Colianos, Cruzado, Cuba, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Gamo, De Los Santos, Di Macuha, Di Maguila, Domingo, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte, Omar Vincent, Duterte, Paulo, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, Di Ian Paul, Estrella, Frasco, Garbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garin, Gilepa, Go, Gonzales, Eliza Micaela, Gonzales, Christopher Shin, Gulia, Sorebata, Lagbas, Tegnameo, Jose Manuel, Legacion, Levice, Macapagal Arroyo, Marañon, Mercado Revilla, Nisay, Nolasco, Oreta, Pascual, Kimbo, Rector, Rehencia, Remulia, Villa, Brian, Ridon, Robes, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Sacaluran, Sally, Santos Mariana Salamanta, Singson Rochelle, Solon, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Michaela Angela, Tan Amon, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Watco, Tolentino, Tutor, T. Ungab, Uy De Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Villa, Villanueva, Liolago, Yap Christopherson, Inaros Yu, Jaisal Victoria Yu, Joseph Kim.
Maraming salamat, Secretary General. With 213 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 3 abstention, House Bill number 7363 is hereby approved, the third and final reading. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill 7379, printed copies of which were distributed to the members pursuant to the rules of the House. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill number 7379, an act declaring December 19 of every year as the National Masonic Day. Roll call of members in consideration third reading of House Bill number 7379. Abalos, Abante, Asidre, Acosta, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Aguiao, Alano, Alba, Albano, Almario, Chino, Miguel, Almario, Dennis, Almonte, Alvarez, Jose, Alvarez, Mercedes, Amante, Matong, Ang Angara, Angeles, Aquino, Kino, Magsaysay, Arbison Munir Jr., Arenas, Arrogancia, Asisio, Atayde, Aumentado, Ayon, Bagao, Balindong, Magnus Nograles, Bangcoro, Barba, Barbers, Baron de Bascug, Bautista Claude, Bautista Johan Monich, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bernos Ching, Bernos JB, Beron, Bucobo Bolilla, Bondoc Briones, Bulot Begtang, Cagas Calderon, Calixto Cawagdan, Cari, Castro Caiton, Celeste, Sendanya, Ceniza, Chan, Jan Franz, Norbert, Joselito Almario, Chan Junard, Chua Tay, Chungalauco, Copilar, Coangco, Jaime Eduardo Mark, Coangco Mark, Coliantes, Corvera, Cruz Agatha, Cruz Ricardo, Cruzado Cua, de Gook, Dalog de Hirang, Daza de Jesus, de Lima, de Venecia, Defensor, de Gamo, del Mar, de Los Santos, de Macua, de Maguila, de Maporo Imelda, de Maporo City Amina, Diokno, Janicio, Domingo, Domogan, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte Umar Vincent, Duterte Paulo, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, Ian Paul Alago, Emano Enverga, Erisa Escudero, Espares Espina, Estrella, Ferrer, Antonio, Ferrer, Jeffrey, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fentebella, Galang, Galeos, Gorbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Karen Hope, Garcia Maria Angela, Guardiola, Garin, Gatchalian Gato, Glepago, Gomez, Gonzalez, Alexandra, Gonzalez, Eliza Micaela, Gonzalez, Christopher Sheen, Gonzalez, Roy, Guariseta, Guico, Ginto, Gulles, Gutierrez, Hernandez, Charis Ann, Hernandez Dennis, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Ramil, Hofer Hasim, Horibata Ismula, Iway Javier, Co Antonio, Co Lisa, Co Wilton, Co Hunco, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagbas, Lagdamay, Jose Manuel, Lagdamay, Monique, Yasmin Maria, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sunny, Lara, Lazatin, Ledesma, Legacion, Legarde, Legaspi, Leviste, Lebanon, Lopez, L'Oreal, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Macapagal, Arroyo, Makasait, Maseda, Madrona, Malapitan, Maudadato, Maniquis, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marquez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado Revilla, Miraflores, Momo Montes, Nava Nizal, Nisay, Nolasco, Omanal Henry, Omanal Sancho Fernando, Educado, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanas, Oreta, Ortega, Wano Dizon, Padiernos, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Perez, Pimentel Plaza, Plato Po, Primicias Agabas, Pamaren Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Rector Regencia, Remulia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Monjolo, Ridon Rivera Robes, Rodriguez Elohio, Rodriguez Maximo, Rodriguez Rufus, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Edna Marie, Romualdo Roque, Sagarberia, Sacaluran, Salceda Sally, Salvacion, Salvador, Salvame, San Fernando, Santos Maria, Alana Samantha, Santos Mark Anthony, Shimura, Singson Rochelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Suwan, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Michaela Angela, Suarez, Suntay, Italiado, Tan Iman, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith, Micah, Tan Reynolds, Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Shai, Tan Watco, Tariela, Teodoro, Tereng, Teves, Tiangco, Tieng, Tino, Tolentino, Tuan, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendell, Tupas Tutorti, Umali, Ungab, Uy de Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara Villa, Villaferte Miguel Luis, Villaferte Vincenzo, Renato Luigi, Villanueva, Villarica, Villago Yamsuan, Yap Arthur, Yap Christopherson, Yap Eric, Yap John Gisnell, Yatco Inares, Yu Jaisal Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim, Yulo, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria Zubiri. Second call in consideration of House Bill number 7379. Abante, Adyong, Advincula, Alba, Alvarez, Mercedes, Angara, Asisio, Bautista Claude, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bondo, Cari, Castro Ceniza, Chan Junard, Chua, Copilar, Coliantes, Cruzado Cua, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Gama, De Los Santos, Alfred, De Macua, De Maguila, Domingo, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte Omar Vincent, Duterte Paulo, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, D. and Paul, Estrella, Frasco, Gorbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garin, Glepago, Gonzalez, Eliza Micaela, Gonzalez, Christopher Sheen, Gulias, Oribato, Lagbas, Lagdameo, Jose Manuel, Lagacion, Levise, Macapagal, Arroyo, Marañon, Mercado Revilla, Nisay, Nolasco, Oreta, Pascual, Kimbo, Recto, Rehencia Remulla, Revilla Brian, Redon Robes, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marisa Kaluran Sally, Santos Maria Alana Samantha, Singson Rochelle, Solon, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Michaela Angela, Tan Iman, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, and Watco, Tolentino Tutorti, Ungab, Uy de Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Villa Villanueva, Villago, Yap Christopherson, Inares, U. Jazel Victoria, U. Joseph Kim.
Thank you, Secretary General. With 215 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill number 7379 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading. Local bills under the naming roads cluster, more particularly House Bill number 2671 and House Bill 3002, printed copies of which were distributed to the members pursuant to the rules. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill, thereafter call the roll for nominal voting.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill number 2671, an act naming the road commencing from Barangay San Juan at Ormoc City Diversion Road, traversing Barangay San Juan, Lao, and Naungan until it adjoins the Naungan Coastal Road in the city of Ormoc, province of Leyte, as the Dr. Dominador Gomez Diversion Road. House Bill 3002, an act naming the road commencing at Junction Palumpon Merida, Isabel Ormoc Road in Barangay Libertad and traversing Barangay Salvacion and Dayagan up to Junction Palo, Carigara, Ormoc Road in the city of Ormoc, province of Leyte, as the Dr. Mayong Rodriguez Avenue. Roll call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 2671 and House Bill 3002. Abalos Abante Adyong, Abalos Abante Asidre Acosta Adyong, Advincula Agaraw Agyao, Alano, Alba Albano, Almario Chino Miguel, Almario Dennis, Almonte Alvarez, Jose Alvarez, Mercedes Amante Amatong, Ang Angara, Angeles Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison Munir Jr., Arena Sarogancia, Asiso Atay de Aumentado Ayon, Bagao, Balindong, Badnes Nogras, Bangkora, Barba, Barbers, Barondra, Bascog, Bautista Claude, Bautista John Monich, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Xavier Miguel, Benitez Bernus Ching, Bernus JB, Biron Bocobo, Bolivia, Bondok, Briones, Bulit Baigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Kawagdan, Kari, Castro, Cayton, Celeste, Sendanya, Sinisa, Chan, John Franz, Norbert, Tosiliso, Almario, Chan Junard, Chua, Chuatay, Chungalao, Ko, Copilar, Juanco Jaime Eduardo Mark, Juanco Mark, Olandes, Corvera, Cruz Agata, Cruz Ricardo, Cruzado, Cuba, Dagok, Dalog, Dayang Hirang, Daza, Desos, de Lima, de Venecia, Defensor de Gama del Mar, de Los Santos, Dimacua, Dimagila, Dimapora, Imelda, Dimapora, City Amina, Diokno, Dionisio, Domingo, Domogan, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte, Omar Vincent, Duterte, Paulo, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, D. and Paul Elago, Emano, Enverga, Elisa, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Ferrer, Antonio, Ferrer, Jeffrey, Flores, Portes, Frasco, Fresnelli, Pentimede, Galang, Galeos, Garbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia de Jose Arturo, Garcia Karen Hope, Garcia Maria Angela, Guardiola, Garin, Gerchalian, Gato, Glepa, Go Gomez, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Alisa Maquela, Gonzales Christopher Sheen, Gonzales Roy, Goriseta Gico, Ginto, Gulias Gutierrez, Hernandez Charis Ann, Hernandez Dennis, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Ramil, Ferasim, Oribata, Ismuda, EY Javier, Ko Antonio, Ko Elisa, Ko Wilton, Ko Ngun, Ko, Labad, Lacson, Lagbas, Lagdameo, Jose Manuel, Lagdameo, Marnique, Yasmin, Maria, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lazatin, Ledesma, Ligasyon, Ligarda, Ligaspe, Libisa, Libanan, Lopez, Loria, Loyola, Luis, Lumayag, Makapagal, Arroyo, Makasayit, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Mga Dadato, Maniquis, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Marquez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Revilla, Miraflores, Momo, Montes, Nava, Nazal, Nisay, Nolasco, Wominal Henry, Wominal Sancho Fernando, Adocado Olivar, Songchuan, Ordanes, Oreto, Ortega, Uwano, Dizon. Padiernos, Pandanigan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Perez, Pimentel, Plaza, Plato, Po, Primicia Sagabas, Pamarin, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Rector, Rehencia, Remulia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Monjolo, Ridon Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Elohio, Rodriguez Maximo, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Romualdo Romulo, Roque, Sagalbaria, Sacaloran, Salceda, Salis, Salvacion, Salvador, Salvame, San Fernando, Santos Maria Alanas Manta, Santos Mark Anthony, Shimura, Singson Rochelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mian, Solon Suwan, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez Suntay. Talyado, Tan Amon, Tan Joseph, Tan Kit Micah, Tan Riddles Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Shai, Tan Watko, Tariela, Teodora, Tereng, Teves, Tiangco, Tieng, Tino, Tolentino, Tuwan, Tulfo, Jocelyn, Tulfo, Ralph Wendell, Tupas, Tutor, T. Umali, Ungab, Uy De Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Veloso, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Villa, Villafrete, Miguel Luis, Villafrete, Vincenzo, Renato Luigi, Villanueva, Villarico, Villago, Yam Suwan, Yap Arthur, Yap Christopherson, Yap Eric, Yap John Gisnel, Yatco, Inares, Yu Jazel Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim, Yulo, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria Zubiri. Second call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 2671 and 3002. Abante Adyong, Advincula Alba, Alvarez Mercedes, Angara, Asisio, Bautista Claude, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bondo, Cari Castro, Sinisa, Chan Junard, Chua, Copilar, Collianes, Cruzado, Cuba de Jesus, de Venecia, Digamo, De Los Santos, de Macua, de Magila, Domingo, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte, Omar Vincent, Duterte, Paulo, D. Faustino, Michael Carlos, D. Ian Paul, Estrella, Frasco, Garbin, Garcia Albert, Garcia Jose Artur, Garcia Maria Angela, Garin, Glepa, Go, Gonzales Eliza, Micaela, Gonzales, Christopher Sheen, Gulias, Oribata, Lagbas, Segdami, Jose Manuel, Legasyon Levise, Macapagal Arroyo, Marañon, Mercado Revilla, Nisay, Nolasco, Oreta, Pascual, Kimbo, Rector, Hensha, Rimulya, Revilla, Brian, Ridon, Robes, Romualdez, Andrew Julian, Romualdez, Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez, Yana Marie, Sakaluran, Sally, Santos, Maria Alana, Samantha, Singson, Rochelle, Solon, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Micaela Angela, Tan Amon T, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Watco, Tolentino, Tutor T, Ungab, Oy De Carlo, Oy Roberto, Valeriano, Villa, Villanueva, Villago, Yap Christopherson, Inares, Yu Jazel Victoria, Yu Joseph Kim.
Thank you, Secretary General. With 217 members voting in affirmative, 0 in negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill numbers 2671 and 3002 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for consideration and third reading. House Bill number 6914 under the legislative franchise, copies of which have been distributed to the members pursuant to the rules. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General read the title of the bill and thereafter call the roll for nominal vote.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill number 6914, an act renewing for another 25 years the franchise granted to Central Mindanao University under Republic Act number 9044, entitled An Act Granting the Central Mindanao University a franchise to construct, install, establish, operate, and maintain for educational and non-commercial purposes radio and television broadcasting stations in Central Mindanao University, Municipality of Maramag, Province of Bukidnon. Roll call of members in consideration and third reading of House Bill number 6914. Abalos, Abante, Asidre, Acosta, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agyao, Alano, Alba, Albano, Almario, Chino, Miguel, Almario, Dennis, Almonte, Alvarez, Jose, Alvarez, Mercedes, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Angeles, Aquino, Magsaysay, Arbison Manier Jr., Arenas, Arrogancia, Asisto, Atay de Aumentado, Ayon, Bagao, Balindong, Baños, Nograles, Bangcoro, Barba, Barbers, Baron de Bascug, Bautista Claude, Bautista Johan Monich, Bautista Lim, Beltran, Benitez Alfredo, Benitez Javier Miguel, Bernos Ching, Bernos JB, Biron, Bocobo, Bolilla, Bondok, Briones, Bulut Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto, Kawagdan, Cari, Castro, Caiton, Celeste Sandanya, Seniza, Chan, Jan, Franz, Norbert, Joselito Almario, Chan Junard, Chua, Chuatay, Chungalaw, Copilar, Coangco, Jaime Eduardo Mark, Coangco Mark, Poliantes, Corvera, Cruz, Agatha, Cruz, Ricardo, Cruzado, Pua, de Gook, Dalog, de Hirang, Daza de Jesus, de Lima, de Venecia, Defensor, de Gama del Mar, de Los Santos, de Mapua, de Maguila, de Maporo, Imelda, de Mapor City, Amina, Diokno, Junicia, Domingo, Dumogan, Duterte, Harold James, Duterte, Omar Vincent, Duterte, Paulo, Di Faustino, Michael Carlos, Dian, Paul, Elago, Emano, Enverga, Erice, Escudero, Espadas, Espina, Estrella, Ferrer, Antonio, Ferrer, Jeffrey, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fentebella, Galang, Galeos, Garbin, Garcia, Albert, Garcia, Dante, Garcia, Jose Arturo, Garcia, Karen Hope, Garcia, Maria Angela, Gordiola, Garin Gatchalian Gato Glepago, Gomez Gonzalez Alexandria, Gonzalez Eliza Micaela, Gonzalez Christopher Sheen, Gonzalez Roy, Goreseta Guico Ginto, Gules Gutierrez, Hernandez Charis Ann, Hernandez Dennis, Hernandez Ferdinand, Hernandez Remil, Hofer Hasim, Horibata Ismula, Iway Javier, Co Antonio, Co Elisa, Co Wilton, Kong Hun, Co Labad-Labad Lacson, Lagbas Lagdamay Jose Manuel, Lagdamay Monique Yasmin Maria, Lagman Lagon Daphne Lagonsani, Lara Lazatin Ledesma, Legacion Legarde Legaspi, Levisa Lebanon Lopez, Loria Loyola, Luistro Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Makasait, Maceta Madrona Malapitan, Mangodadato Maniquis, Marañon Marcoleta, Marcos Marquez, Mastura Matibag, Matugas Mendoza, Mercado Revilla, Miraflores, Momo Montes, Nava, Nazal, Nisay, Nolasco, Omanal Henry, Omanal Sancho Fernando, Oducado, Olivares Ongchuan, Ordanes Oreta Ortega, Owano Dizon, Padiernos Panaligan, Pancho Panotes, Pascual Perez, Pimentel Plaza, Plato Po, Primicias Agabas, Pomaren Puno, Kimbo, Rama Recto, Regencia, Remulla, Revilla Brian, Revilla Monjolo, Redon Rivera Robes, Rodriguez Elohio, Rodriguez Maximo, Rodriguez Rufus, Romualdez Andrew Julian, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yada Marie, Romualdo Romulo Roque, Sagarbaria, Sacaluran, Salceda Sally, Salvacion, Salvador, Salvames, San Fernando, Santos Maria, Alana Samantha, Santos Mark Anthony, Shimura, Singson Rochelle, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon Suwan, Swansing Bella Vanessa, Swansing Michaela Angela Suarez Suntay, Talyado Tan Iman, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Chaitan Watco, Tariela Teodoro Tereng, Teves Tiangco Tieng, Tino Tolentino Tuan, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Fendel, Tupas Tutorti, Umali Ungab, Uy de Carlo, Uy Roberto, Valeriano Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara Villa, Villaferte Miguel Luis, Villaferte Vincenzo Renato Luigi, Villanueva Villarica, Villago Yamsuan, Yap Arthur, Yap Christopherson, Yap Eric, Yap John Gisnell, Yatco Inares Yu, Jazel Victoria Yu, Joseph Kim, Yulo, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria Zubiri. Second call in consideration of House Bill number 6914, Abante Adyong Advincola Alba Alvarez Mercedes Angara Asisio Bautista Claude Bautista Lim Beltran Benitez Alfredo Benitez Javier Miguel Bondo Cari Castro Ceniza Chan Junior Chua Copelar Colyantes Cruzado Cua De Jesus de Venecia de Gama de los Santos Alfred de Macua de Maguila Domingo Duterte Harold James Duterte Omar Vincent Duterte Paulo D. Faustina Michael Carlos D. and Paul Estrella Frasco Gorbin Garcia Albert Garcia Jose Arturo Garcia Maria Angela Garin Glapago Gonzales Eliza Micaela Gonzales Christopher Sheen Gulias Orebata Lagbas Lagdameo Jose Manuel Lagacion Leviste Macapagal Arroyo Marañon Mercado Revilla Nisay Nolasco Oreta Pascual Kimbo Recto Regencia Remulla Revilla Brian Redon Robes Romualdez Andrew Julian Romualdez Ferdinand Martin Romualdez Yada Marisa Caluran Sally Santos Maria Alana Samantha Singson Rochelle Solon Swansing Bella Vanessa Swansing Micaela Angela Tan Aman Tan Reynolds Michael Tan Samir Tan Stephen James and Watco Tolentino Tutor T Ungab Uy de Carlo Uy Roberto Valeriano Villa Villanueva Villago Yap Christopherson Inares Yu Jazel Victoria Yu Joseph Kim.
Thank you, Secretary General. With 217 members voting in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and 0 abstention, House Bill number 6914 is hereby approved on third and final reading. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Secretary General be directed to transmit the copies of the approved bills on third reading to the Senate for its proper disposition.
There's a motion as stated. Any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, in accordance with our rules governing increase in aid of legislation, I move to refer the following House resolutions to the appropriate committees. House Resolution 681 to the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries. House Resolution 682 to the Committee on Government Enterprises and Privatization. House Resolutions. Resolution 687 to the Committee on Local Government. House Resolution number 689 to the Committee on Energy. House Resolution 691 to the Committee on Energy. House Resolution 692 to the Committee on Energy. House Resolution number 695 to the Committee on Games and Amusement. House Resolution number 697 to the Committee on Energy. House Resolution number 708 to the Committee on Transportation. House Resolution number 712 to the Committee on Youth and Sports Development. House Resolution number 713 to the Committee on Transportation, and House Resolution number 715 to the Committee on Public Accounts.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There's a motion to refer the aforementioned House Resolution. All referral to appropriate committees are hereby approved. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to refer the following speeches to the appropriate committees. Rep. Libanan to the Committee on Foreign Affairs. Rep. Mastura to the Committee on Muslim Affairs. Rep. Dimaporo to the Committee on National Defense and Security. Rep. Ordanes, February 2, 2026, Committee on Senior Citizen. Rep. Dagook, February 2, 2026, Committee on Energy. Rep. Adjong, February 2, 2026, Committee on Transportation. Rep. Santos, February 2, 2026, Committee on Trade and Industry. Rep. Flores, February 3, 2026, Committee on Transportation. Rep. Legacion, February 3, 2026, Committee on Tourism. Rep. Elago, February 3, 2026, Committee on Foreign Affairs. Rep. Tino, February 3, 2026, Committee on Foreign Affairs.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There is a motion to refer the following speeches to the, aforementioned following speeches to appropriate committees. Is there an objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved and referred. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, motion to suspend.
Session suspended. Thank you. Majority Leader, session resume.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the change of referral of the following measures. House Bill number 2517 from the Committees on Civil Service and Professional Regulation and Health to the Committee on Health. House Bill number 3025 from the Committee on Trade and Industry to the Committee on Transportation. House Bill number 6314 from the Committee on Public Information to the Committees on Public Information and Communications Technology. House Resolution number 550 from the Committee on Health to the Committees on Revision of Laws and Health.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There is a motion to chair the change of referral as for mentioned measures to the appropriate committees. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. The motion is therefore approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to include additional co-authors to House Bill numbers 7484, 7486, 7487, and 7567, and House Resolution numbers 394, 420, 699, 700, 701, 702, 703, 704, 720, and 746 and 758 as contained in the list to be submitted by the Committee on Rules.
There's a motion for inclusion of additional co-authors as already stated. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. Said motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, earlier approved on second reading was House Bill number 7565. May I request that the plenary sponsorship speech, one of the principal authors, the Honorable Congressman Jardine Jesus Romualdo, be inserted as part of the records of the proceedings.
There's a motion as stated. Any objection? No objection. Chair hears none. Said your motion is approved, sir. Please proceed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, on the part of the majority, I move to nominate and elect as chairperson of the Committee on People's Participation, Representative Maria Angela Garcia, Vice Representative Marcelino Marcy Teodoro. And to the Special Committee on West Philippine Sea as chairperson, Representative Antolin A. Oreta III, Vice Representative Maria Angela Garcia. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
There's a motion for a move to nominate and elect. So said members are hereby elected to the said committees on people's participation and committees on West Philippine Sea. Said motion is approved. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move to nominate and elect as member of the Commission on Appointments, Representative Marcelino Marcy Teodoro. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
There's a motion to nominate and elect Commission Appointments member, Representative Marcelino Marcy F. Teodoro. Any objection? Said motion to nominate and elect is hereby approved. Majority Leader, thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I move to designate the following members the Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill number 6739 and Senate Bill number 1509, converting the Dr. Eva Macaraig Macapagal National Center for Geriatric Health under the Jose R. Reyes Memorial Medical Center as the Dr. Eva Macaraig Macapagal National Center for Geriatric Health and Research Institute. Namely, Rep. Siriaco Gato Jr., Rep. Gurley Veloso, Rep. Milagros Aquino Magsaysay, Rep. Marlesa Doc Marley Hofer Hasim, Rep. Agata Paula Aguilar Cruz, Rep. Munir N. Arbizon Jr., and Rep. Audrey K. Zubiri.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There's a motion to designate the aforementioned members to the said conference committee. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is hereby approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to our rules, I move to recommit House Bill number 7479 under Committee Report number 74 to the Committee on Energy.
Is there no objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. House Bill number 7479 under Committee Report 74 is hereby recommitted to the Committee on Energy. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration for the adoption of House Resolution number 758. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General read the title of the House Resolution for its adoption.
House Resolution 758, Majority Leader.
758.
Yes, sir. Thank you. There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 758. All those in favor? Yeah, my apologies. Secretary General, please read. Please proceed.
House Resolution number 758. Resolution expressing the profound condolences of the House of Representatives to the family of the Honorable Jose C. De Venecia, Jr., former Speaker of the House of Representatives during the 9th, 10th, 12th, 13th, and 14th Congresses, and the spouse of the Honorable Maria Georgina P. De Venecia, Representative of the 4th Legislative District of Pangasinan.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution number 765. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary Mr. Speaker, I withdraw that manifestation.
Please proceed.
I rather move that House Resolution
ahead.
as read, 758, be adopted.
Yes, there's the motion to adopt 758. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 758 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I further move that the approved House Resolution 758 be adopted in consolidation with House Resolution number 756, 757, 760, 763, and 764.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There's a motion in connection with the House Resolution 758 in consolidation. 765, 766, 767. All those in favor, a motion to adopt. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. Said motion for adoption, as mentioned, is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution number 765. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the House Resolution.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Resolution number 765. Resolution expressing the profound condolences of the House of Representatives to the family of Honorable Simeon Lucero Quintanar, former representative of the 2nd Legislative District of the province of Cebu during the 11th, 12th, and 13th Congresses.
Salamat, Secretary General. Majority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution 765 in consolidation with House Resolution 661.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 765 in consolidation with 661. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. House Resolution, motion to adopt 765 in consolidation to 661 is hereby approved, adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for consideration of House Resolution number 766. For this purpose, I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the House Resolution.
Secretary General, proceed please.
House Resolution number 766, resolution expressing the profound condolences of the House of Representatives to the family of the Honorable David Abadiano Ponce de Leon, former representative of the 1st Legislative District of Palawan during the 8th and 9th Congresses.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution number 766.
There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 766. So all those in favor say aye. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. The House Resolution 766 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration of House Resolution number 767. Purpose, we will request Secretary General to read the title of the House Resolution.
Secretary General.
House Resolution number 767, resolution expressing the profound condolences of the House of Representatives to the family, the late Honorable Emilio Miling de la Rosa Espinosa Jr., former representative of the Lone Legislative District of the Province of Masbate during the 4th, 5th, and 7th Congresses, and of the 2nd Legislative District of the Province of Masbate during the 11th, 12th, and 13th Congresses.
Thank you, Secretary General. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of House Resolution number 767 in consolidation with House Resolution number 710.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There's a motion to adopt House Resolution 767 in consolidation with House Resolution 710. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Resolution 767 in consolidation with House Resolution 710 is hereby adopted. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other matters to discuss, I move to adjourn session until Wednesday, February 18, 2026 at 3 p.m.
Session is therefore, there's a motion and there's no, yes, and to adjourn session till Wednesday, February 18 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Motion to adjourn. Session is thereby adjourned. Daghang salamat. Thank you very much.